YouTubers live. We got there eventually. It took some work.
Team, so I can't go against them.
Oh, we are split, but Stacks knows what's up. I gotta say, Stacks, I called this team dead. To complete the story here, I gotta predict OG on this one. Come back around, silence the doubters. I got him.
Well, yeah, and one of the ways that you shut down a team like Gen G, who's got an explosive offense, you limit opportunities. OG has done that.
I got the scarf back. I got everything ready to go.
That's kind of the sweet spot
We cooking.
to be kind of a lockdown defense.
We got what we need, and now I need OG to win.
To be able to shut down this team.
Once I got that, we are all happy.
To a track meet and a shootout, then yes, Gen G wins easily, but I think OG keeps them in check.
Yeah, OG right now is the #2 defense throughout this entire tournament. The only one that's better is TSM. So, but the problem is they're going up against a Gen G squad who's putting up, over 3 goals a game. It's nearly 3.2, and
right.
number 2 on that list is at 2.4.
I was saying earlier on, if there's tiebreakers, I'm just not sticking around. I'm sorry. I'll send you somewhere else for that. I'm sticking with you guys throughout the main parts of today's tournament.
I think qualifier 1 and 2.
Isn't that right, Clo?
They made him play aggressive.
Oh, that is right, kitty cat.
Oh,
oh, big stretch.
Now he's sitting back a little bit more, waiting to play. Just unfold in front of him, and then he'll capitalize. And it's worked so well. They did take down G2.
That's a very happy caddy. Hello there, Tim. How are we, mate?
But they're top 2 for a reason. But there's a reason why there could be tiebreakers. It's because it's G2 and Gen G. And then we're trying to get players into a game.
That's always why we have to wait.
You said it. You guys all said it. Like if Gen G's feeling comfortable, this is a done deal. If FK is comfortable, if he's feeling safe and secure, he's gonna be done. It's gonna be fine. Gen G's gonna be in the finals, but you got one of the best.
Slightly battered from skiing.
On the other side, you got Calm coming in from the sideline, deleting you off the field. You had your brain, you had your read, and then you're respawning in the other corner here. I'm telling you, you got to.
How was that? Well, anyway, hopefully you enjoyed it.
Make them uncomfortable on the field. I'm looking at Calm.
Now, what's really interesting about that is that is something I noticed with OG. Normally, Calm is a player that just plays in front of the ball and just goes for demos and all of that. He is, in front of the ball, the 3rd least of all players in this tournament. He's also playing way more passively. And maybe like OG is trying to figure out where they want to play.
Been getting all of the BGP stuff out, videos, the shorts, been going live. I'm all good at the moment. The only thing I'm hoping for is that the scare I had yesterday about being ill was only that. It was only a scare. If that pops up again, I am like wrapping up the stream almost immediately because I do not have enough days to recover for that.
Yeah, or is it a change in character? Is he using his current image to get you to prepare for one thing, and now he's adjusting to a different thing here? You know, you never know. Like it could genuinely, and that could be either way. You know, if the players have made the read that you've made, and then he goes for the demos now, it changes their minds. Or they have the read that many people have.
Start the game!
In front of the ball, Meki, or a demo-heavy player, and then the backline presence will surprise them.
Looking at this one, honestly, hold on, Stacks. Looking at this one, honestly, I think that this is like, you have to understand, this does come down to game planning at the same time, right? OG did really good game planning.
I'm having a look into this. Who are we waiting on? Oh, okay, they finally got that. They only ever show that when the match is actually ready to go.
I'm glad I got Chad with me, though, on this one. No 50-50s here.
You do. Gen G.
Hey, that's about the same score you had earlier.
It is.
Hey, Gen G pulling out the win here. Folks, the players are ready now. It is time.
We got there. We managed to sheep herd them. They're finally in the lobby. All right, this is the reason why they didn't let me do the intros. They're in the lobby. I'm so bloody glad. Let's start the game and see who gets mad.
It's game day.
I think my rhyming was better.
There were 4. Gen G have been waiting for their shot at the crown, but OG are finally playing up to their fullest potential, and the underdogs hope to bite back in this rematch.
They had so much heart yesterday. If you saw
the easy win for OG. The scarf, it says, it speaks, it's fresh, has all the magical powers of superstition upon it. I've been collecting it like Shang Tsung collecting souls. And it is as certain as anything that this is the easiest win in OG's entire tournament.
All split. And they're hoping to show off.
That being said, you can do it looking a little bit more comfortable. Comfortable? Oh, dear. Oh, the scarf's already let me down. Oh, no. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. I gotta flip it. Get the fresh side up. Make it nice and magical.
It looked like Gen G was never that comfortable or as comfortable as they knew they could be. But this event so far, they have looked comfortable, confident, and Chronic is a big...
At least I'm not the only one struggling with the word comfortable today.
How can you deny Gen G?
It's a little bit scary that James struggled the exact same time I did.
It's a quick counterattack from OG, hoping for that tie.
I'm going to turn off the audio coming back into my headphones. I think there's too much. I'll probably do it after this first game. I want to test out. I had a lot of feedback loop. Not feedback loop, but just like I put it up to try and hear what's going on, and it's actually just horrible because I just end up stopping what I'm saying because I can hear myself too much. So I might want it there, but like the smallest amount I can possibly get away with. Nice pass. Yeah, you're not going to get anything there, to be honest. You already got everybody back. Come on, we need chip on his shoulder, Nolly. This is not chip on his shoulder, Nolly. This is getting the ball chipped over him, Nolly.
And you saw how much time Nolly was trying to take in the corner, but First Killer says, no, I'm cutting that off.
All right, my boys are getting rolled at the moment. But, as I always like to say, it's fine.
But you cannot forget that he also has that individual ability, a low altitude double tap, making it look easy from apparently Jack and a good dive.
Gotta go low altitude, get all of the oxygen. Oh, where's Chloe going? Oh, she's getting up for like the first time today. By all means, Cat, doesn't mean that you actually have to ever put any work in.
Now it goes to the side, and Chronic and First Killer lose that momentum. And here's J-Nabs with the long pass and tried his best to handle that. Back and forth we go. For Gen G, in the stats have very similar shot counts as OG.
Tim, do you like your new Banter Grand Prix team? I hope you like your new Banter Grand Prix team.
Then OG in those attempts, you're already seeing
as long as you finish races, that team should win the championship.
Almost in the second half. J-Naps likes to go high, and Jack is starting to figure
that is your and Louis' task.
To slow down the OG push. Here comes First Killer, by far one of the best players on the pitch, and we'll see if he can keep up that consistent shine he's shown us in this regional comp.
I'm not really doing anything to test them. I could do a singing air dribble or something. Right now, they are playing incredibly milquetoast Rocket League.
The low boost challenge. You can see the early jump from J-Naps, but he has nowhere near enough boost. Open net, and First Killer will lock
GG, go next. This has been pretty horrific.
Contacted it all by Com. That was really the death blow. It put Com out of rotation.
I don't know what OG's plan has been here, but they are not going to defend their way through to a victory on this.
When they have the ball in the air, all of them are so good, and they can at least take one defender out of the play, and you put them in those one-on-one situations. And slowly,
surprised they got away with that one as well. That was allowed to drop way too far.
Make a goal line save like that, you're just getting worried that Gen G are starting the avalanche. J-Naps takes a shot. Good save by First Killer, but it's not fully cleared out. Good
you got nobody past too, so yeah, you got to try and shoot yourself.
Pressure is on.
I am currently watching Redemption's Qual Run while gaming Warframe. It's been a riveting game. It has not been a riveting game, no. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of the European stuff going on. I don't know how long that's got left, actually. I might just be done by the time we're done here. Well, actually, it might go longer, which would be crazy. Look, the scarf isn't really doing its job at the moment, Whiskers. But, to be fair, neither are OG.
Gen G can do whatever they want, and OG have to utilize demos to get them out of their half. And OG got to figure out how to break up these passes. It's 3 unanswered goals, at least.
When does Shogun cast? Friday.
Fantastic one from Chronic, who's been that
that's when Shogun cast.
On the offense or defense, it fit on any team. Now Jack.
How are you, Scotty?
J-Naps and OG layering their defense. But Gen.G are knocking
What
on
are
the
they up
door
to,
and
man?
finding
Like,
almost every rebound coming through
it
the midfield.
looks like they're
Now
being
it's Chronic.
ridiculously outpaced, because that's the only reason why you would just keep hitting the ball willy-nilly like this. Oh, okay, still not going to go in. Let's try a Psycho.
Oh, wait, the shot?
I am fully expecting Louis to take me out. Louis, look, you've got a way to negotiate with him now that he's your teammate. You're going to be sharing a pit box with him. Good luck ever getting a brand new front wing. You got to protect your starting one like your life depends on it. Because it probably does. OG, this was not exactly lighting the world on fire. Next game, though, I believe in you. All right, one moment. I want to try something out of my audio. You won't hear any difference. I will.
And that is it just goes to show you how.
Oh, okay, this is my audio's gonna go down for a second.
And I think that was
I'll get weird for a second. I might get quieter. My Guxelar app is bollocked.
This game was purely dominant. No goals. They zeroed out Nolly. Zeros across the board. It looked so routine. It makes you stop for a moment, and you have to remember that this is a top 4 matchup. Gen.G is making this look easy.
Yep. I had a feeling something was going to happen.
Day,
And it did. Sorry. I had to refresh that because that was very much balked. Okay, mic monitor now all the way down. We'll see how that ends up going for us. Also, the battering from skiing is due to the fact that I'm very much a wannabe freestyle skier. What do you mean by wannabe? How can you be a wannabe freestyle skier? Surely you either are or you aren't. You're either, you know, freestyle just means you get down to the bottom. Oh, okay, you do the... That's fine. Surely that's fine. I don't understand what the issue is there. All right. Redemption qualified. Massive shock. I think you're putting yourself down for no reason there, Tim.
OG shut out, Nolly zeroed out. They're going to have to figure something out and try to mix some things up.
Be kinder to yourself.
OG have faced Gen.G twice now. Once.
Yeah, I'll check who's qualified soon. I have to look for all of that.
Haven't been able to take more than a game thus far. It's been a tough matchup, but OG have
hence the battering.
More as the regionals have gone on.
I keep hearing battering, and I just kind of have like a hankering right now for battered sausage and chips. So you're not helping me here, Tim. So what I've changed on the audio, by the way, because you will not hear it, it is not designed for you to hear it, is I would always hear myself through my headphones. And I think something's changed me mentally, where I've gone from wanting to hear myself a lot to I just can't do that anymore. It's also probably because you are never going to hear yourself at one-to-one time. So because it's slightly delayed, my brain just goes, "What? I need to pause. Somebody's trying to talk."
Oh, that's scary.
All right, OG. We just get one goal. That's all we need. One bloody goal. You do that for me. We can be best friends. I might even buy even more merch. I have more than I was expecting to have. Can maybe do with a hoodie. I'm wearing my guild one at the moment. Okay. So, okay, I'm looking for my hopium here. Has anybody got any hopium here that we can work with? Because I'm struggling. Oh, wasn't too far off. I do not. Oh. Nice job avoiding the demo. Shame that only JNAPS has got boost, and he's been launched, but he did get backboards. So that's solid. JNAPS actually positioning very well. All right, they are. It's such in a bad position. Everyone backs on like nothing. How have OG not been scored on yet? All right, go on, Nolly. Wag one, mate. Wag one. Nah. Wag 0 goals this match. Hopium is that Gen.G still hasn't scored. I mean, they've become my favorite team ever. Even if they lost a few games by multiple goals, if they can win all of their games by 1-0, It's not even that. It doesn't have to be a series. Just there is something objectively beautiful about a 1-0 game. It's such a good scoreline. Go on. I can't believe they doubled up on the sides. So Jack's there. First killer realizes that they are rotating in the same side. I don't think that's on first killer. He can only rotate from the side that he's originally coming back from. It's just that Jack was caught too far forwards. And yeah, then you get the crossover.
To score there. He's just trying to get that ball to JNAPS, and he did so perfectly.
All right, Hopium engaged. Hopium levels have, well, I was going to say never been higher, but they will be higher. FK could have gone mid to try and cut off the pass. I think from that angle, it's ridiculously difficult. And also, you're pretty much guessing the future. That's kind of a hindsight call, I feel.
First killer barely got a piece of that, and it was such an excellent effort from JNAPS to get there and pass it back from behind the defense.
Nice. Okay, well, let somebody score. There we go. Not using future sight to play. No, yeah, you're changing what I've said to you there, Sky. You're doing the equivalent of saying, okay, so they passed infield, so why wasn't he ready waiting for the infield? It's like, well, if you just sat there waiting infield, they just do something else.
Make sure Calm doesn't do that again, so they'll demo him. Here comes Jack. Jack and JNAPS trying to bump him, and yep.
I mean, you saw that right away. This is a bad situation to be in if you're Nolly.
Also, I just reread yours. So no, actually, no, I'm doing exactly what I just accused you of. I just read what you said and then put something completely different. On me. My bad.
And he pulled it out there. First killer, make it matters even more difficult. But overall, very solid response here. Gen G still got work to do.
Nah, Gen G ain't got nothing. They give up now, all right? I already had enough heartbreak today. I've had enough heartbreak this entire weekend. I've had a terrible F1 race to watch. At least the Liverpool game went out my way. I'm happy about that. And then just to say at the Hopium that Man United might actually do something to take some points off City. Oh no. Nobody wants Man City to do anything.
That demo, OG relieved that pressure, and here's the counterattack. Racom has denied that second touch.
Nolly, the flip reset double gets
Oh.
the 50, and he's happy to waste this time away. Abjack re-jumped by Calm.
All right, go on. Go on. The most convincing win of all time from OG. We take these. Love it.
OG, big time response after a game one that looked so routine for Gen G, and that man there, Calm, the key to success. We also saw Nolly at the end there, very good.
Did you like hurt your arm or something there? What's happening, Com? What has happened to your left hand? The sort of position I'd do it if I, like, you know, just smashed my thumb on something. Which happens more than you think.
But Calm, the man of the hour in game two.
Yeah, what a pass to JNAPS. That was amazing. I like the defensive demos out of OG. You know, Gen G.
Okay, the best news on that one is OG can still play a lot better than this. They still look slow.
And now that OG are utilizing those demos, it forces a bit of a restructure out of Gen G's offense, and they have to pull
But they can work on upwards.
And, you know, they put up a good amount of
Hey, YouTube algorithm is slowly starting to take to some of the shorts I released. Let's go.
And he already impressed me in game one, but didn't come up with any goals. But it seemed like a matter of time before OG was going to figure out how to make this work.
Certainly, and you know, game two, that's going to allow OG to stabilize. I think this series very easily could have got out of hand pretty quickly, but OG already proving that they can take it to Gen G, the best Gen G.
Still need to play. If I want like YouTube shorts to do, I just got to play more Tekken. That's literally it. Oh, JNAPS has got the Super Saiyan aura going on.
How will they play in game three? Gen G. Now we'll see if they have some adjustments. Game one, they looked very good. Game two, we saw OG start to dodge
Damn, Krillin must have died again.
Also have some misdirection of their own, and there's another misdirection play.
Oh.
Going for a flip reset. Nolly's shot will result in a rebound. Com's last back.
Yeah, Com did not want to commit, did he?
It's risky, but Com doing enough. However, it is a 2v1 situation here. You've got JNaps up against First Killer.
Good job, JNaps. Little fake out that you're going to try and get the half volley.
Nice demo as well, but the panic's still there for OG.
Oh, that's
Off his own post, but
very
it's
unfortunate.
locking it in. Oh, that has got to be frustrating for OG.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. A little bit of no, but mostly yeah.
OG were so aggressive, putting on some amazing pressure right off a kickoff. And Gen G converting even when they got.
Oh, that's a really bad touch.
Three, and Gen G
Almost got caught for it.
Com goes up high, First Killer's off the ceiling.
Not a yard.
Important touch, it goes all the
Not
way across.
making it to
Killer
that.
does it.
A First Killer from his own back wall goes off the ceiling, reads Com like a book. The speed of First Killer's challenges.
Yeah, the scarf needs turning. We only got one game's worth
Game one
out of it. Let me shake it up a little bit.
to have the boldness to go off the ceiling and then on top of everything score it. That is why it is annoying.
Okay, there we go.
It really is. You can never feel safe. And
Yeah, it's ridiculous power.
But JNaps assisting. The play goes forward.
Like, everything's already gone wrong like 5 seconds before the ball's even gone in.
But Jack escorts this out. JNaps below, looming for his chance. He retreats for boost. And
Oh, lads, these infields need to be stop being so telegraphed.
But it won't be easy.
The second man is like getting there and then has to like stop moving. So if you're defending, you're just going, I wonder why they're there. Oh, go on, JNaps. Oh, he's already lost it. What's the demo, but I'm not really getting much. Okay, this is your best chance that you've got. You've got to send someone. Double it? No double it.
OG almost had a gap to work with.
But I like the idea on that play. You saw JNaps immediately leave the ball, allowing the dribble from his teammate behind him, and it's resulted in this possession. But Com not expecting that 50 there.
Oh, God, lads. Stop recovering and rotating back across each other.
OG trying to move back into the half. There was that slight
Nice shot.
of confusion, which cost him a little bit on that.
I was hoping Nolly's positioning would just throw First Killer off a little bit.
Gen G were running on fumes on that defense, so OG not able to capitalize on this.
That's right. We're full biased. Might as well.
Versus First Killer, but the backboard well protected, sent right to
Damn, that's really well set up. That was like on the cusp of, oh, it's over. This game's done again. When Gen G win, they are winning very dominantly.
Fantastic ball movement. The pass across, out of the reach of Com perfectly.
Bro, we could have stuck 2 of Com's cars front to back, and he still wouldn't have got to that ball.
And man, Gen G, they look confident yet again in game 3.
They do. Relying on those passes, that is what's catching OG off guard, and they've been.
Oh, this is domination at the moment. JNaps has done well defensively. It's just a shame that I've had so many situations where I get to watch JNaps doing well defensively. These are so easy to read.
He goes off the ceiling.
Yeah, because there's no mix-up.
So confidently, and it's
Like, OG are playing at a pace right now where you can actually read where the ball is going to go.
Just doing his own thing, and I mean, he doesn't get credit for the goal, but this was all because First
Like,
Killer
play a game. See if you can tell how early in OG's hit of the ball that you can tell where it's going to go.
To set up the front 2 players to get now the 4th.
It's like, you could probably read it as well. Like, you can go for any of these.
Since game 1 where they had that 3-0 shutout.
Straight up looking like GC1 lobbies at moments. I think the only difference is in the GC1 lobbies, you make these reads and you'd actually be wrong because they just scuff the hit. Trust me, I know. Because it does my head in. Do you have any idea what it's like? Being able to read plays. And then it's just never right because nobody can actually execute their plays at the ranks I'm at. It's like, okay, they're going off the backboard. He's absolutely fucked it. Like, where is that ball going? And now I'm out of position.
I wasn't able to complete it, but now you're just in time waste mode for Gen G. They have such a solid lead. OG has
It's the reason why
also been
I've grown more and more, like, rank doesn't mean anything for casters anymore.
pressure from Gen G has been apparent in
The
this
lobbies are just completely different.
Jack.
These sort of lobbies are actually relatively easy to read, especially if you're doing, like, back-to-back reps of it. So when we did Worlds, and I'd have, like, Swiss to get through, and then you go through to multiple days of single limb. By the end of that, I was like, I'm on point with how these lobbies go. I can tell you exactly what is about to happen.
The late flip, apparently Jack slicing and dicing OG to
But you give me, like I said, I was casting like a GC1, GC2, even probably a GC3. It'd be like, okay, so he's going to go for this. How has that ball got there? He's going for a backboard double tap, and somehow the ball's just in the corner because he doesn't actually know how to do a backboard double tap.
Gen G are just beating OG to the ball when it comes to Gen G's defense, and maintaining possession has been tough.
It's painful. I have 0 mechs, so reads are all I've got. I can always, like, my proof and my backup to my claim is how I find it easier to rank up depending on what rank, the higher rank I go. So when I came back to playing a couple of months back, I really struggled at 1400s. I couldn't believe what was going on. I've never struggled at 1400s. And then as I got to 1500s and higher, it's like, oh, this is actually so much easier because people are same ideas, just actually hitting it a little bit more.
Came to play a shutout. And not only a shutout, they scored 5 on their way to it. Gen G on fire. You wonder if OG has what it takes to douse some OG. They had the response in game 2. Now you wonder,
Can't really do it as much in ones. For some reason in ones, they have these ideas, you feel like you got the read, and then they just style on you anyway.
I would call a timeout just for the
I got completely outclassed by ones now.
A lot of pressure because their place at Copenhagen is not solidified. It all depends on how the TSM.
I have to agree. That has vastly outgrown me.
But you're going up against North America's best.
Actually, best way we have of proving that we can kind of read these plays is the 4v3 videos. When it was me, Cole, Johnny, Stumpy against pro teams. We get scored on a lot. Like, the mechanical level is ridiculously high compared to us. But we'd also always be going. It's not like we were there dumbfounded at what was happening. It was like, yeah, no, we know what they're trying to do. We're just not actually good enough to stop them.
With those demos, I've seen a couple times now where JNAPS is rotating.
Diamond 3 is full of, like, GC1s. Yeah, I noticed. I was Champ 2 the last time I tried a ones run. I could probably, because that rating is so weird, I could probably hit GC. But I'd have to put an awful lot of work into it. And I don't know if I want to. Wait, no, I do know. I absolutely know. I don't want to. Wow. I made my mind up there, lads. Well done, me. Oh, good pass. Nice fake out. Was it a fake out or did you just start boost there, JDAPS? Because it might have been the latter.
Passing between each other, and they have some good solo players for sure. And those mechie kids, as Gibbs likes to say on the desk, but we'll see without that timeout if
JDAP's going to go. Nice challenge win. Tom almost could have had first kill as car. Okay, OG have been told to start going. They are trying to just chase up the 60-40s now, rather than waiting for things that they can definitely win, which is a lot better, but it does open them up. But I don't think you win playing the way they were. Like, this might be the most offense they've had consecutively. Nice infield. Oh, just walk it in. Hi, why are OG losing? Not anymore, baby. Not that, now that you're here, Core. They were waiting for you. OG good. Don't you dare besmirch OG.
And that seems to be the right call. You cannot give this Gen G team space and boost with the ball. Even if you have to make those risky low boost plays, it is worth it. And OG rather.
Oh my goodness. They actually just had to full send.
Back-to-back goals out of OG from fantastic passes we just spoke about. If they could connect on that front, Gen.G may not be able to rotate back in time, may not even be.
Yeah, this is significantly better.
OG.
Doesn't take much of an eye test to tell you that, though. Oh, look at it. The full send again.
Getting shut out 5-0 hurts. But with the experience that
Oh, that is
has,
so wild to wake up to that.
And a save from Chronic as Nully did his best in that attempt under pressure. JNaps, good to put this in the corner.
Oh my good, the lads, the boys.
Low boost. And there's a miss, so OG.
It's
They have been doing such a great job
rough.
finding each other with these short passing plays. The small ball game has been on point for OG.
Nully already intercepted.
It's very rough.
Trying to go high with the ball. JNaps up first against Jack. Chronic missing. Advantage for OG. And you love to see that they're starting these demos on the offense now to dwindle down Gen.G, and they're forced to look for boost.
Okay, that was a
elsewhere,
nice,
giving
good
space
ball,
for
but
Chrome and JNaps
still, that is
to work
also
with.
not a good clear out.
Now first killer robs him. But won't let
Nice
him
little
get away too
pinch.
much. Nully and friends of OG just have to deal with Jack and
Oh, if he had boost. Oh my god. If he even had 20, that's a goal.
It's been slow going for OG. Now JNaps to the side though, right into the arms of Gen.G.
That was a little bit of a risky touch there. You can see Nolly's still.
I can't believe it. I've gone an entire 4 games and I've actually stayed focused on this match. We haven't had that yet.
Things getting a little sloppy for OG. Gen.G still have time to get back into this one.
Yeah, JNaps, just catch that. There you go. You're fine now.
When they were low on boost. Nolly again, very low
I don't
boost.
like how JNaps seems to always finish his air dribbles with 0 boost, though.
Very good for OG.
I can't tell if he's just starting lower.
Passes from OG, they're getting them closer to the net in easier fashion. But now Gen.G
Yeah, I'm hoping they don't run away from that.
beating OG to the ball and at least
I don't mind that they've kind of calmed it down at the second half of this game, but don't let that be the recurring thing. Grass boost, new meta. I hate it.
Hold on, another save now from Jack.
I would happily get another competitive ruling to get rid of it.
And now that JNaps is involved, the play was revived, and the clear is not
Let's go.
from Gen.G.
Only girls
The
eat for
play
free.
just keeps
Yes,
going.
the
offense
best number, the best price to pay.
And OG are just so close to that.
Thank you very much,
It
Scotty.
can't be understated how nice of a defensive double that was from Com in a situation where they only have that 2-goal lead, which can disappear.
Oh, there you go. It's it should have been in. I don't know what Com was doing with that.
Not able to hit the target. So we now
This was like 2017, way ahead of the meta.
Yeah, just
Need people
couldn't
running around the
place
old
on
Start
left
BC
with the
theme
defenders
music with a
diving towards
boost.
the right. It's
Therefore, 1-year ban.
how much it takes to score against a team like Gen.G.
Listen, I'll happily announce it live on air.
Less than 1 minute left, and Gen.G only registered 4 shots after what, double digits last game after a 5-0. Gen.G can't relax.
YMCA
at
definitely
all.
grass
When
boosted
OG
joyous.
come swinging for the fences, JNaps, the call,
I feel like just so much is going on lately in the scene. I actually can't keep up.
lays it up.
And you saw Chronic had an angle to potentially make this save. It was off the ceiling. It was a bit awkward. He jumps, doesn't even make contact. He needs to at least get behind
It's
it.
a million miles an hour all the time.
Found a way to put Gen.G on the back foot.
Hey, yo, Casper.
And OG
Wait, I missed you saying hi earlier on, Casper. I'm sorry. I'm bad streamer.
They've got that response game. That shows the grit and determination from OG. Oh, and that shot
Dominant.
in. Calm. Testing the defense, catching them sleeping.
Past few days have been YMC drama, FK dad Twitter drama, Yuki drama. I haven't seen much about the Yuki drama. I just heard some shouting from the other room because I'd already left to stop watching the F1.
Looked like they spit back in the faces of
Yeah,
Gen.G
I didn't know
after
either.
5-0 defeat previously, and this pinch is a little scary. Goes off the
Yuki Tsunoda, F1 driver.
the shot. And Gen.G are scrambling to get this out. Now going for demos to remove OG from this end, but it's too little.
Yeah, that might be your Twitter. That's curated for Core.
Have a response.
They knew what he wanted to see, and he wanted to see some Yuki Tsunoda drama.
No matter how hard Gen.G play against them. And this game 4 ends.
Woo!
Well, 5-0 or 4-1, I should say. But still OG taking the win.
And no shutout, but I think for OG, and you can see
Like a Red Bull
the
domination
timeout
again. I mean,
call.
it's
This is
all
so
but
interesting
guaranteed
to
now,
see
isn't it?
That game
I heard
was
Daz.
so out of hand, even though we are tied in the series now. you see Gen G calling a timeout here. Unbelievable.
Gen G
Yuki was ordered to let Rick overtake because he's faster. Didn't make any difference of points. It was just for what if. He's got to know. He is never in a million years getting that Red Bull seat. He refused for 1.5 laps until it was kind of too late, then eventually did it.
When it was 2-1 in game 2 for OG, now 4-1. Now Gen G have something to worry about.
What was the next car up? Like, how far away?
A timeout play here.
Then in lap after he raced, he died. What the fuck? Wait. How did I miss this?
No more fear. I think after a game like that, where you are so dominant against the opponent, you know, early on you could tell that first killer may be in the heads of his opponent with how fast he was playing, but now, not so much. I mean, OG obliterating Gen G, pretty much doing exactly
that is crazy.
what Gen G did to them in the previous game, and I think it's a little interesting here as well that OG, when they were in that situation, did not call a timeout, but then in this situation, where Gen G
Magnussen was under a second ahead. Ah, wow. Okay. I thought there might have been like a bigger gap, and they were just sort of shafting Yuki to show sort of a favorability towards Ricardo. Nah, Yuki, you should have got out of the way.
Especially when you think that Gen G has the edge when it comes to that raw talent.
And I love that the desk mentioned this, how Calm was the demo guy, the one who talks a lot, who's the enabler, but the stars are the other people on the team.
I keep thinking he's hurt his hand.
He's having his time in the spotlight, and Gibbs mentioned kind of wanting to redraw that image of himself and what his role is on the team. And he's really impressed me in this series, what Calm can put out in a solo play when someone passes to him. And I think this is a good timeout.
Yeah, it was very much a situation of this shouldn't be a big deal, but Yuki turned it into some big ordeal and showed his immaturity. Yeah, I mean, happens all the time.
You know, every win to them is just juicing them up, and Gen G need to kill that.
Oh yeah, you can tell just from.
I mean, you could. Ferrari tried to fuck over Sainz earlier in the race. What do you reckon is most likely to get the Mercedes seat?
Where OG all together, they won yesterday. They all huddled up. There is a clear energy that OG has right now, and that momentum might be the difference maker here.
Yuki and Red Bull would be very fun, but it's never happening.
Finally beat G2. It looks like, you know,
I reckon Carlos Sainz is going to be in the Red Bull. Alonso, I think, would just be pure. I would love the shithousery of Alonso going there. So I'm all up for that. I want to say Sainz to Red Bull and Alonso to Mercedes.
Gen G have only won their games in shutouts, to see if the stats will keep the trend. Now Calm hoping to follow through with this, and the demo comes out too late before the clear goes the other side, and now Gen G heavily missing members. It's just dropping.
Yeah, there's no way Red Bull are going to go for Alonso.
Keeping them tied up in their own end.
Sainz is somebody they can definitely control significantly more. And also, they've already had him previously, so they already have that relationship. That's the reason why I'm actually pretty confident on that call. I would absolutely, yeah, I also doubt Sainz could match max the speed. Yeah, they just want a number 2.
This is just a wide open net. You can see the miss there. JNaps.
And they would definitely have one with Sainz. I would still love, though, it's either Alonso or I want to see if Prema actually sort themselves out. Kimi Antonelli.
And Gen G will get a freebie to start out game 5.
Might be able to get worse.
Can't be too antsy moving down the field. Now Gen G starting to look scary. Double command.
Although, from what I've seen, Antonelli might need another season. What happened to Sergio Perez? What, in my hypothetical or just right now? He's suffering through. Everyone suffers through. Car is definitely designed for Max, but at the same time, Sergio should be doing better. I mean, if he keeps giving them second place, though, throughout the season, he might just keep a spot.
But Gen G hope to bully their way through. First up, Nully to get this out. And Gen G now forced back.
There's a nice demo from Calm.
The thing is once people tend to leave, like, a Ferrari or mostly the Red Bulls and Mercedes, they tend to get relegated towards, like, the backpackers, some sort of benchmark for the next up talent.
Oh, first killers.
See it like Bottas, even though he is wiping the floor with Shogie.
Goes back to OG, starting to build up that offense, but not registering.
Right at this point, I saw a picture of Toto and Yoss talking in the paddock, so Max is 100% going to Merc.
Common friends know that they can have a good offense. They can
Bottas is absolutely having the most fun of anybody on the grid.
see if they can do it. I guess technically not a shutout. They got one goal at the end there of game 4, but still felt like
He
a
is
shutout.
he's just so happy to be away from Merc.
I mean, it basically was. I mean, even though
My guy was just, he's not built for a title challenge, and that's okay. That's fine.
Gen.G had to call that timeout. So far, this has been a close game, so good adjustments from Gen.G. They did basically...
I would say he's better now.
Mistake at the midfield by OG.
He just doesn't have a car to prove it. But every single time that car has been at all decent, he does so well with it.
Consistent ability to keep OG scoreless.
At least OG's defense isn't hemorrhaging.
You have to have competitiveness as your entire personality. Just enjoy the luxurious life. I think when you're getting into F1, you absolutely do.
Maybe not there, but maybe it's first killer waiting for the perfect
Like, that's something that they all have in common. But once you've either had your success or realized that you're not going to achieve it and you make your peace with that, that's when that goes away.
Chronic flicks it above, makes them look silly. 2-0 for Gen.G.
And another isolation play. This is what I'm saying. You got a situation where you
This is not going well for OG. I got to flip the scarf again.
They're gonna come out on top more times
There we
than they
go.
know.
Freshen that up. Probably should have had to wait until after this game.
Playing it high, just knew that he needed to be calm.
Might be a bit too late now.
Read off the crossbar the whole way. Very clean, very easy, very controlled from Chronic.
Oh, it's not too late at all.
Attack goal.
Oh, the scarf comes in clutch.
Stop the bleeding very quickly.
OG is only good every other game. I've had Bellatro runs that look very similar. Just only on your even games or your even numbers.
And Gen.G, like we said, have won only in shutouts. Now the script is being rewritten.
Probably should have started a good one. There is fundamentally a problem with that strategy. Oh my god. Oh, he tried the fake.
Take everything out of OG to reorganize, especially on this offense. His comm is now completely surrounded.
Nice idea.
And almost the JNAPS wasn't expecting it. Now trying to slow down this play.
Oh my goodness. The infields, they should have one of these.
Goes up high to get this out, and JNAPS can't reach the ball, but he can reach the player.
They've got nobody in a good spot. They've also got very little boost. Let's try buy for time. How on earth are they still in offense? What is going on? How have Gen.G allowed this? How are they getting out? I mean, they've still got enough boost. They got some on Jack. He's on the ball, so they're all good now. But seriously, send you the Yuki clip. Oh, thank you very much. I also saw your Scouse one. When you were originally telling me about that, I thought it was actually Smither. So I was there was a little bit of an initial disappointment that Smither was not the one that made the TikTok. And then I've just had follow-up questions, which is like, why is this TikTok at all? Why has anybody made this? Oh my god, that's actually being allowed to happen. Go! Waka waka, please! Oh. No waka waka. I can get him to recreate it. Oh, please do.
It looked like JNAPS had him dead to rights on that last play. Obviously, we would love to see another look at it on the highlights, but it looked like JNAPS had a shot, and he wasn't able to put that
I keep getting so many people DMing me now from these. Okay, I've actually seen.
Near the end, and really, that game, the one mistake at the midfield.
I'm seeing the GIF. Oh my god! So the first bit didn't look too bad. It's like you could almost let that happen and say that's not him being petty and dive bombing. The fact that he just storms past afterwards.
To be in control of their own destiny, they need to get this win. Still not out of it yet if they lose here. Still might see him in
and he does it so close. Like Ricardo has to adjust his steering wheel.
Want to do is sit and watch and wait to see if they make it.
Yeah, you want to be in control of your own destiny in that case, and I like this timeout out of OG because it was very winnable, at least very tieable to say the least. And OG are not mentally shaken from Gen.G starting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. This is gonna be the season where we see a couple of teammates blow up over each other.
Never stopping. jumping, but then OG started
Alpine especially. Alpine. Oh, I might actually watch some Drive to Survive next season. I need to watch the Alpine episode from this season because I keep hearing everyone talk about how they are imploding in that episode. And I need to watch it next season because it is going to be incredible watching those two at each other's throats. We found something that the French are struggling with.
And now they just are coming up with a plan for this game 6.
I think, you know, maybe you just stick to the same plan, because in that game we saw in about the span of a minute and a half 3 different dimes from Nolly. One of them was the counterattack goal for JNFs. Nolly's passing was on point. They were getting shot opportunities. They just weren't able to put them away.
I do hate it as well because I actually really like Gasly as a driver. He's one of my absolute favorites. Are OG close to major qual or no? They are. I think there's tie breaks they're involved with. Should they lose this? I was too busy trying to get things sorted out today, though. I'm not fully up to date, but I can find them. Hello, Ashley.
Close this out in style, or if that boot camp power, the energy that's clear that OG has will help propel them to a win here and force game 7.
All right. Hey! They wanted me to go and find the scenarios. All right. If OG and TSM both lose in semifinals, the current rankings are locked in. Major competitors are G2, Gen G, Luminosity, and OG. So OG do hold the advantages right now. If OG loses in semis and TSM make it to the finals, OG and TSM tie. So TSM are playing after this against G2. So I think OG are in a really good spot. Like, this match might not even matter for their chances to make it. Although G2, you reckon TSM have a chance? Depends if G2 play like they did yesterday.
Getting a new server for the players. It'll take just a moment, and we thank you for your patience as we get ready.
How dare you thank me for something I don't have, James? You wind your neck in, young man.
Barely edging them out. This series has been back and forth. We've seen beatdowns.
Yeah, if they both make it to the finals and TSM wins, TSM make major, and OG and Luminosity are tied for points. So I think OG are guaranteed like tie breaks at the very least.
That they called did pay off limit.
Yeah, and now you're getting even more time to think. Hopefully, tech issues don't frustrate them the way they frustrate me when I'm trying to get into games. But everyone seems ready and locked in. Match point for Gen G.
Hey, okay.
And this is
wow, guys, if only there was something we could do whilst waiting. You could always go and I mean, we need a bit of short content to fill the time. If only exclamation mark new video was a brand new short. Advertising the brand new video. Where Craftman is not doing anything brand new. It's just Craftman being Craftman.
It gotta stay calm no matter what it takes.
Yeah, I was trying to keep mine relatively in the realm of possibility, Alfie. TSM are not winning.
Veterans. I mean, they calm. You won the Gamers 8 event. Nolly
I have more F1 drama to provide. Ooh, very spicy.
Los Angeles. You know, obviously, Nolly's former teammates also then winning that fall major in Rotterdam. This is all these players out here. You know that they can handle the pressure. But it's more
somebody near me is cooking something very nice. Although I think they actually didn't cook something. I'm just smelling somebody else's fish and chips. Signs after getting P3. Got out of the car. Apparently nobody from Ferrari was there to celebrate with him. I mean, we already sort of saw what they did with Vettel when he left. So this isn't a shock.
With the ceiling shot. Completely dusting Gen G.
My man is going to be on his lonesome for a very, very long season. He's a sweetheart. You know who'll be there for him? Lando.
You gotta appreciate the
just Lando actually would have to finish in front of him first, otherwise he's not going to be able to be there waiting.
Of having a very disappointing early exit in qualifier 1 to getting top 4, but not facing the top 2 in playoffs. You know, your G2 or G2.
Yeah, Ferrari is going to be fun to watch this year.
Against some of the best here in this third qualifier.
To be fair, though, Leclerc still probably has it worse with the engineers actively trying to end his races. I want to hear one of them tell Lewis that they are checking.
Be a good representative for North America, because this is going to be one of the matches.
I just saw Twitter blow up the moment it got heard for the first time on broadcast.
Studying for Copenhagen, and there's a lot to look back on here, a lot to appreciate about OG. But Gen G, it's like they've always been good. And now
Say
this is
the
them
line,
starting to
Bart.
win since they've gotten wins over G2.
All right, come on, OG.
See if OG will
Wait.
take them the distance, and I wonder if that's going to impose.
Got all of the bad luck out of it. The cats, right here, getting fussed. So happy. Chloe's joined us today. Yeah, time to ball. Do the thing. Get the win. Where is James? James, that was definitely a handoff to you. Hello? Lads, wait, I might be needed. I'm ready to ball if required. Oh, your boy. Okay. Oh, sorry, I wasn't actually ready to ball at all.
Deal with the pressure, and ultimately Gen G scores first. Unbelievable pressure leading to that goal, and the all-out panic. And you think this might be the end of OG unless they can figure something out.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get organized here. I thought we were having a test lobby. This was a quick start there. Gen G.
Cast while streaming.
Getting that lead early.
But I'm not getting paid for it.
He's had top performances in
God doesn't count. James wasn't commentating. Oh, could you imagine? Goals only count if the call was good enough. It's like, imagine there was like a new esport coming through and they needed a tagline. Something that they can use in all the B-roll for the future. So they just try to force manufactured hype. Well, at the time, Tim was streaming Casserole gameplay, but was in a VC with Tylactor reviewing his Pokemon Showdown game. Why? Why? Just be in a different room. Like, that boy. I don't get. Does the Justin goal count in your eyes then? I mean, I'm absolutely shocked that they went with it. You know, that was on my 10th attempt. What, you thought that was all live? That entire match was pre-recorded. We just had everybody on the teams acting it out on the stage. Why do you think I try and push Waka Waka That's a Goaler so much? That's the one I actually wanted to go for. It got vetoed by the Psionics higher-ups. Awful decision. Nice. Go, 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 go. Oh, we didn't know where Chronic was. RLCS used TAS.
JNap's leaving it for Nolly, who has boost, and he does beat that first.
Do you... Let's take kickoffs out of the equation here, because they're not set in stone as to where you would pop up, I don't think. Oh, Nolly! Oh! If you tasked a game of Rocket League, do you think it will look the same every time? Because if you task a game like Trackmania, it would always look the same. It's a physics-based game, but you think the physics are consistent enough?
Keeps going, and it's looking deadlier by the second. JNap's hoping to follow through, but what a good catch from Chronic and dealing with players surrounding him. Chronic doesn't need space, but JNap's, that was a scary moment to win that 50.
Obviously got paid handsomely for following the script. Look, we just wanted to get some eyeballs over on SSA.
There's less than 2 minutes to go, and match point for Gen G and first killer and Chronic.
That's, yeah, I actually think it's map dependent. I think you could run it once on... What was the maps that had some weird ones? It was actually this one, isn't it? Because you can see where they changed it on the top of the crossbar. Like, that little burnt-looking thing on the crossbar. That was where the weird bounces were coming from. So I think if you ran it on, say, Champions Field and then ran it again on this map, I actually think you get different results.
They're gonna try.
At least with an older version, I think that might be fixed now, but I don't know, man. Nice idea. Thought that might be too close.
Jack couldn't read. They're back.
And that's pure determination. Calm with the touch.
We do ball. Our boys are going to do it.
That he's in because he could go for the fake. Gen G has no idea what Calm is going to do, and Calm making the perfect play, feeding his teammate, and now they're back within striking distance.
It's not over. Gen G are only up by 1 in the series and 1 in this game.
How bin are we? We've got 1 leg in, 1 leg out. I'm saying that with some optimism. Man, those fish and chips smell good. I don't want to order fish and chips. I'm trying to be good. I did manage to go for my run, by the way, yesterday. I'm at the part now where I've done enough. The first few were really rough. I know, Bad Sausage seems such a good idea. I kind of want to go back though to Monday being my day off / kind of cheat day, and I'd be as good as possible every other day. That's when I've had my most success with health stuff. Yeah, when you first get up with your running and stuff like that, the fitness is awful, so I could only do like 10 minutes. But once you just, it's not even that many you have to do. Once you do like 2 or 3, your legs are like, okay, yeah, I know what I'm doing here. All good, mate. Go on! Wag one! We're out of the bin! That is a Waka Waka goaler of the day!
The final moment of the game, Nolly, who's been passing.
I want to hear my own voice. Send us to Champions Field. Bot kickoff? Oh, fake bot kickoff. Oh my goodness! Wait, guys, you need defenders. You need people. You need friends. I've not seen that kickoff yet. The fake double is kind of crazy. Yes, put that one down. There's no decent chippies near me. Oh, there's some really good ones near me. Nah. Good man, Nolly. They're in a really rough spot. Again, good cut of rotation. Make sure you don't leave everyone backboards. That being said, oh, at least have somebody. That's great. We love that.
Oh, this pressure from Gen G is getting scary. OG have control of their boots.
What? Ceiling? Nolly? Hello? What a legend you are. What on earth was that?
And OG get a
Claim your crown, kings. Score the thing. Oh, you needed to take the shot, Nolly.
And the shot not there, and this won't be going towards the net, but JNAPS beats first killer there. Gen G look for any chance they can get.
I'm really worried. Oh, Nolly's is just full sending. Ah, the huge dive. That's just in. He full launched and he was too slow.
The grand finals is their destiny, and they will not be denied.
He threw himself in there and lost that 50. And from there on, it was an open net there from apparently Jack, who did not miss out on that opportunity. A nail biter. We almost saw the play of maybe the split with the fake kickoff into the off-the-ceiling shot attempt from JNAPS, but JNAPS was not able to make contact. That would have been insane.
Yeah, OG clinch if TSM lose.
But Gen G ultimately able to get the better of them, and their solid run continues. I think, you know, I was saying it before, Lemon, it seems like this might be Gen G's tournament, and they pulled off a special win here against OG.
The scarf doesn't work anymore. Not enough. It wasn't strong enough. I need to go and plug it back in. I'll admit, I may have forgot last night.
All of us out. Gen G can now look forward to the grand final. Who awaits them is TSM. And
I mean, OG make it if TSM lose. OG get a tiebreaker if TSM win and then lose in finals. If... Is it no, you get to break. So this loss is on you? It probably is, yeah. It's very relaxing music. So what you're saying is you did to OG in this series what you did to Tim and Baku. Yes. "100% agree. If what we're boiling this down to is I'm a terrible person, I don't see an OG scarf. Not anymore, you don't. So, Luminosity now confirmed. I adore that your incident gets completely glossed over, Core. Yeah, I've got a meeting with them on Tuesday. I have that every 2 weeks. So every week that I've got a show to go to. We're getting an exclusive interview. Oh, no, we're not. No, she's left. She doesn't care for any of you, unfortunately. Hey, Crasher. I appreciated the Super Saiyan aura that you tried to give to JNAPS. That was nice. Chloe, why are you running away? Okay, Chloe, for once your sister is the one trying to sleep. Be good. Don't be a little demon. Hello. Oh, look who's here. It's Dragon.
Genji finally playing like they should at least every other game also.
Hey, Mythic. Thank you very much, Dragon, for the resub. Hey there, Chloe. Well, Boop's up and awake as well. And Chloe's back on top of the PC. Let me just put my wallet on the power button. So anything to prevent the stream going down. I'm gonna risk it here, but it's been a while since we had full-on stream-ending tech issues. Touchwood, pet cat. That's how you get rid of all the bad luck. I appreciate all the support lately, lads. It's been very, very nice. Good to see things growing. It's been a wee while. Hey, new short's doing well. Bit alarmed that one of my most successful shorts as of late was actually from Fortnite. Guess I gotta follow where the money bags are, lads. Fortnite Shogun. Ready to dominate the world. Dude, what are you doing, demon? I don't even ask that question anymore. It's pointless. She's doing what she wants to do, which is destroy everything. Boop is here. Oh god, Boop is here. Hello. What is it? Fiend. Very snuggly fiend as of late. You were very mean to me this morning. I understand that you wanted fuss, but come on, you need to start understanding when people are asleep. Hello. Pet the kitty. I'm on very little sleep today. I need to prep for 2 more matches. Sorry, 3 most likely. Oh, you are very probably getting 3. See you around. Let me just bring us all up to date with the tiebreaker scenarios. And by that, I mean I'm going to continue stealing somebody else's stuff. All right, so OG lost in the semifinals. If TSM makes it to the finals but loses, OG... So if TSM win this, it will be OG and TSM tied for 4th place. Luminosity are already qualified. G2 are already qualified. Gen G are already qualified. So this is all for the 4th spot. If OG and TSM both lose, then OG just make it. So TSM have to win this. So actually, I think Crasher hasn't got to worry about a tiebreaker.
OG make a great series out of it, but the former Kings of the North would not be stopped. Gen
Chest
G
massage.
are through to the grand finals,
Boop.
and they will wait for the results
Happy.
of our next match. To
Hello,
see who will
the
play
dwarfy
for that title. Tiebreaker's
Buttington.
still a
There we are.
possibility. See if TSM can make it happen here. They got a long road to get there, but
Considering Omelette took G2 to Game 7. Yeah, but Omelette were a different breed.
James, how'd you feel about that match, man?
I mean, it was a little bit interesting because it started out seeming like Gen G might 4-0 with how good they started.
You know, the EU team's playing today. Yes, that is for next weekend. So just trying to whittle it down to top 16. It was uncomfortable for you, wasn't it? The brain just wasn't going there.
OG really made a series out of it.
I gave it a task and it rebelled.
I still just cannot help but think, man, it's like, are we really just G2 and Gen G in North America?
Gibbs, I don't know how you feel. I feel like NA is healing. I feel like this was a good series. On a different day, it could have gone a different way.
Look, I agree with you. You know, look, I think OG has shown that they might just be that next team in North America. They put up a very close set. There was times when they would go a little bit too past.
So I'm just getting a few messages. Of course, the moment I go live, I need all the messages. My legs are beyond gone from work yesterday, man. Just getting up is pain. What do you... You've probably told me before. I always get everyone mixed up. What do you do, if you don't mind me asking?
Apparently, Jack had a great series. 1 goal per game. He only shot 1.5 shots per game. So scoring 1 goal. Like, he scored on 2 of... every 3 of the
Kickboxer.
So,
Bro's getting those like leg kicks.
Fantastic. It was competitive. OG though, they're looking pretty good.
Man, if you're ever in a street fight and somebody hits you with like a leg kick, just give up on the spot.
3 or 4 seed. We'll have to see how it all plays out. But now,
Trolley Boy, a huge garden center again at 9 a.m. and then don't stop. Oh God! Wait, how many steps are you getting per day? Surely you've got something that tells you this.
And take away a spot.
My man's got that cardio going.
The grand finals here, they will tie.
How those ones though? Oh, the is it oblique kicks? The ones where they like go down on the knee, so they're not going like hitting the muscle behind the calf. They are like
with an incredible run here.
Pushing down on the knee, trying to hyperextend it.
They have taken that top spot. It's now time to see, can TSM do it, or do all tiebreaker spots, all situations get secured here? Can G2 put it all to sleep? We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, that stuff looks horrible.
Matchup incoming. TSM, they've had quite the run so far. James, does it continue on
I could, but I'm guessing I'm walking about 15 to 18 miles a day. God damn, dude. I hope you have got some brilliant shoes. If you have, like, you got to treat yourself to like the best shoes you can find.
As well, very easily could have been beaten by Omelette. So I think
my shoes are awful. My guy, you've got to. Please. Have to be steel toe capped. Oh my, that needs to be brought up to somebody in charge.
He was icy. He was just straight up icy. And TSM, you know, they've been a team that has been doubted for quite some time, but they continue.
Yeah, I mean, even the version of you from like 2 years from now despises you right now.
Number 1 defense throughout this tournament, giving up just 1.11 goals per game. Normally, that is G2 who's doing that. So G2 for the whole split is the number 1 defense. TSM, though, because of this qualifier 3, they are now the number 2 defense across the entire split. And we saw G2 versus Omelette. Omelette played tons of defense, and G2 did not have an answer for it.
I will only be working this job until September, hopefully. It's only 1 day a week. Oh, okay.
They put in 3. Tons of 1.
So it's a proper part-timer. If that was daily,
keep these games 1-0. Just a few bounces. A few bounces have to go your way.
But even then, actually, still.
Create
It's just an excuse. It's an excuse for some good shoes.
Just might get it there. We'll see if they can do it, folks.
As somebody who has shit shoes,
they might be able to control their destiny and not.
I need to get some really nice shoes for the live events that we do. And I'm prioritizing comfort because my feet always are in so much pain by the time we get to the end of a live event.
On paper and probably in chat as well. What is, I mean, you were just spelling out the recipe for TSM. Is there a specific player you're looking to, Gibbs, as you predict them, sir?
So I'm not biased to teams generally, but I am biased to Chaos, all right? I want this tiebreaker, all right? I want to see another match today. I want TSM to win. They're going to have to play great defense. Creams was doing a great job on the offensive side as well, so if he has his moments, we'll see what he can do. G2, though, they got to take that last game they played against Omelette and figure out how to do that every single game and get that offense moving. G2, obviously, huge favorites here, but I'm voting for Chaos.
James, he seems to have forgotten that if he were to have just predicted G2, it would have been a sweep, and he would have cursed them.
It's been souls, but at this point, I don't think it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it.
Let's get into it, folks. It's time for a second semifinal. The winner of this faces Gen.G in the grand finals.
For like day-to-day use. You know, that thing that you do a lot of, going outside and walking.
TSM has a chance to not quite steal a spot in the major, but boy, it sure feels like it coming from way, way back.
Oh, I'm not going to keep pushing this, but I disagree so heavily.
So far, G2, while looking beatable,
Boop, stop that.
stand in TSM's way.
I will throw a toy at your
They're
head.
having one of the best
Dude,
performances
go and
of
chase
their
this
entire
instead.
season, maybe even for them as a roster in a whole.
Idiots.
They've taken down Titans to get to this point, but they've got to go up against a G2, and Beast Mode is going to set the tone.
It's like the things that you just need to have. If you have a little bit of money to spend extra on, that's the ones that I'd always go for. It's like good pillow. Usually isn't that costly. Decent mattress is always pretty needed, but that's a lot more costly. And like shoes.
How does TSM respond?
Already, look, Beast Mode right back on the ball again, trying to set this up. We got to take this game by game if you're TSM. First thing
This
first,
chat's never been so down. Usually it's against me.
offense looks like. How are you going to be able to respond to that? Possession, big factor. G2 already has TSM looking uncomfortable here right off the start, but it's still been a
Hey,
long game,
Boopington.
30 seconds, all G2.
You're also offended by what we've been reading, right?
G2 trying to play the role of fun police. You go back to that first qualifier. They looked out of sorts on Saturday, and then all of a sudden, it was this
Demon.
dominant G2. And we're seeing a mirror image of that right here. Daniel adds to the tally, and it's all G2 early.
Demos on the back end. Panic touches, everything going wrong here for TSM.
I saw a Reddit thread today about like favorite solo casters. It's basically people just talking about like what their favorite watch parties were. I started to realize, God, I hope none of the actual like Rocket League fans find my watch party because it's just so off topic all the time. Like, I love this guy, he breaks down the place. I love this guy, he does a bit of commentary. Oh, I love Shoguns, he talks about having a school sports day.
Maybe have a chance here. Tries to leave it for hockey. Was looking for the double.
And how much he hates somebody's shoes choices.
Those are the opportunities they're going to have to convert. You're not going to get very many of them, even though G2 have allowed more scoring opportunities than in the past. There's a chance, and hockey could not get to it in time. It goes wayward. G2 let off the hook. Can they get out of the zone and end this attack? Yes, they can. Beast mode up to the ceiling. One more touch to leave it in front. Daniel.
No, I mean, I don't have the energy to go sweat mode anyway.
G2 keeps rolling.
I think as I got older, my ability to just go full energy mode for multiple hours has just disappeared. I can go all in, but it'll be for like half an hour at most. Plus, it's a watch party. The idea of it is supposed to be as if we're in the room together having a chat. The last thing you want, if we are doing that, is me sat there like mansplaining every single thing. I'll do it for like little bits just because I kind of enjoy breaking some stuff down to a very rudimentary level.
So TSM have to play with a little bit more confidence and understand if we can at least get the ball in front, we got a shot. So they get one on the board here. Still a lot of Rocket League to go.
The idea is like
G2 on the other side. Hockey lets the midfield
we're around each other's house like watching a game.
Wavy comes in because he grabbed the midfield boost. He can get into the play, and it's a one-goal
If I haven't seen it yet, but I've not been kind to it, and it's not been kind to me. Wow, my leg issues seem so much better compared to yours. When I have a professional caster Shogie, he'll turn up, but I've got to be actually fully invested. I like saving that for when it's important. When AFK, how surprising is this game? Surprising this within one. My legs are somewhat fucked, but not too bad.
Now Hockey trying to get through beast mode won't happen, and things settle down a little bit.
Caster Shogie and Streamer Shogie are so different.
And for TSM for that matter.
I like to try and keep them as close as possible, especially when matches are not close anymore. But like when a match is very close, then yeah, I'll switch it on.
You start to see TSM's ability of resistance back into this one, and still
my shins are really bad because I took up. So my parents were to teach kickboxing. For anyone that doesn't know this, I'm fairly certain the Shogun law is pretty well established. So I took kickboxing up when I was 4, and that bouncing motion, when you are doing it 5 times a week for 11 years, I think it was. It starts to take a bit of a toll. My shin splints were crazy. I've got better over the last few years. But it used to just be like the moment I would do any running, all of my muscles, especially in like my calves, would just go, all right, we are just stuck. Well enough, my body still functions pretty well. Try to racing motocross bikes. Back issues are cringe. Back issues are cringe. And now you've got me thinking about it. You've got everyone's now just like, you know what, I'm not all that comfortable right now. Yeah, I think a lot of people that do martial arts tend to be quite fucked up. Oh, you actually really have to get used to the bouncing motion.
Take your time, and that's what TSM have to understand.
Great cardio though. If you can find like if anyone wants cardio that's maybe not necessarily just running or anything like that, find like a kickboxercise or a boxercise or anything like that. My goodness, that'll sort you out. You have to go all in. In fact, I'd usually recommend not unless you really want to. What I'm hearing is exercise is bad for you. What you're hearing from me is recovery is just as important. And unfortunately, I did not prioritize that because I was a kid, and who needs to recover?
That backboard is being too free here for G2, and they are going to utilize it as much as they can.
And it's all fucker that everyone wants to prove themselves against sucked as well. And be full try hard. They're just trying to keep up here at this point, but they've got to remain locked into their game plan. I tried Muay Thai for a few years back. It was the toughest thing I've ever tried. Mate, if you've ever done, anyone that's done any sparring will tell you that fucks you up so quick. Anything like that, especially when you're not used to the adrenaline burst from it. The adrenaline burst is what really gets you. It's the reason why I always claim after tournaments, like the best food in the world was McDonald's chicken nuggets. Because your body's just like, I want anything right now, and this is the best thing ever.
We have seen kind of the prohibitive favorites, right? Gen G and G2 so far today. Maybe a little bit of a Jekyll and Hyde.
I know the one that I think, I haven't actually done it, but I'm fairly certain the one that will get you the most, in terms of just like, your body will just ache the day after, would be jiu-jitsu. Everyone I've spoke to that's done jiu-jitsu is just like, yeah, so the first few sessions, they weren't putting me any actual holds. It's just my entire body was so tense the entire time. Like, just, you know, do that with your body. Like, your body's kind of like that.
This is what we're coming out with. You're going to expect this.
Like, yeah, I agree. I believe that.
Gotta be ready for it. We've seen a little bit of mind games here and there from TSM. They're trying to see how they can get around the defense, but
I'd love to try it.
Especially from that dunk from Atomic earlier. sometimes G2 just aren't
I'd love to
gonna
try
wait.
it because I'd have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. And it would be nice to go full beginner mode.
Mistakes on the back end. But one thing that was good for TSM was the fact that we saw them with multiple scoring opportunities. And if they
Dragon.
continue to keep up that
Dragon,
play,
that's sus, mate.
make them a little uncomfortable on the back end, maybe a couple of more throws.
Somebody, we gotta get some editing done on that one.
Lead to them being
We can
much
keep
more
that one
competitive.
around.
But a strong opener here from G2, letting TSM know we're not getting out of this without a fight.
Ice cream.
What I'm talking about is right now is when I went to this camp when I was 12 or something for this Kung Fu. We had to wake up at 7 a.m. for a 2-hour fucking hell.
Game one, a polar opposite of what we saw out of him
Ah.
yesterday against M80. Creams has to get going, I think, especially
2-mile
for
run's
TSM,
crazy for that.
because of how important he was against M80. He had 5 goals along with Joria's on the other side. He matched a kind of almost a career.
Yeah,
day on Joria's.
that sounds like bad planning.
That kind of Creams to show up now.
Nah,
against G2.
as-
Otherwise, this could be
Okay,
a
right, we're
very
revealing some more of the Shogun lore. As a former martial arts instructor,
TSM wins here.
that's
They at least
really
get a
bad
tiebreaker
session
and
planning.
to clinch a spot outright. G2 wins. OG will claim that 4th spot.
You focus
representing North
on
America in
something.
Copenhagen.
We are either doing this today. If you're doing a cardio session, you're doing a cardio session.
TSM, having dropped the first game 5-2 to G2, you wouldn't fault them on any other day, but this day is do or die. We go to the
Vikings go in. I
iconic
get to sit
backdrop
down.
of DFH Stadium, of course, for game 2. Let them roll.
Viking's great because my ass always goes numb, so that way I actually remember to do the squats in the gym because I'm like, I need some cushion.
Got the redirect, beast mode, top corner. G2 in full control off the kickoff.
G2 first blood any percent. He just broke his record from the last game.
This is such a done series. I can't believe it's only been one game though.
I don't know how you contend with this. 3 out of Daniel, 2 out of beast mode. Atomic's got 4 assists. Good luck. TSM have to find an answer. Maybe down 2, but Creams makes that save. See if G2 can keep the pressure on here in the first minute yet again. They came out of that first minute in game 1 with a pair of goals with similar pressure. Daniel almost got one there, but Wavy and it looked like Creams combined to send that downfield. Creams is there and let that one go by. Hockey, Creams.
Oh, is that in?
But high.
Yep, just a little high, but this is good for TSM. He's having that ball on G2 side. I say that for a moment, but here go G2.
Isn't that for a lot of things though, Dwarfers? Because EU is currently in a position of anything could happen. Anybody could win this. And by the time you're at any tournament with top 4, it's like, okay, we kind of know who's winning this now. Like, the surprise factor is gone.
I mean, if not for the different background, I'd have thought this is a literal carbon copy of game 1.
They don't
just keep
respect
doing
him.
OG gonna make it.
Like, for Daniel to go up close to the box like that,
The scarf, it's working fine.
what a challenge out of Daniel. G2 are playing as if
Let's qualify for
this is
EU,
just
only KC.
their game, their series.
Unless you're talking about for the actual event. At which point, I hope somebody's got that Wikipedia page open.
Creams from the middle. He's not going to have a whole lot to work with here, but he set up hockey. And Daniel just has that one easily away. G2 all the cards here.
I might not be able to get away with it there. The only person I can think of that's ever got away with wearing merch of a team that is currently playing was Shamaka for Furia.
G2 again. Almost like, okay.
I don't think I can get away with it.
Down, his wavy shot is blocked away at point blank range. You think, okay, you're done. Then TSM starts to get back up, and G2's like, all right.
On the desk then. I can definitely get away with it on the desk. An OG pocket square. Ooh. Oh, you're in trouble, Hockey. Oh, sorry, Daniel, but you're fine. Actually, no trouble whatsoever.
Good bump there to slow things down, but even Daniel still trying to get a redirect there on the play. Wavy and Daniel trade demos, so Hockey will play this one up. He has, I believe, Creams on that right side. He just picked up that mid boost.
OG jersey poking through underneath your suit jacket. I gotta figure out how to get like the opacity perfect. It has to be a white shirt. You can barely see through it.
Got a 50 towards the goal line. Not enough for TSM here, and G2 start to move forward. People forget G2 trying to be the first team in NA.
Yeah, G2 do not respect anything TSM are doing.
In a split. Starting here off hot, and they're trying to keep that momentum moving forward. They look like a well-oiled
The good news is we might have, for the first time in forever, a series that does not go 6 or 7, or with a whole bunch of overtimes. Yesterday was so long.
Too good. Make it 5
When they
out of the
when
8
you tear
goals
open the
now
shirt for the
for
reveal,
G2
and when if they
coming
lose,
from
sorry, not when, if they lose, I don't have to do
Marco,
anything.
game 2. I mean, almost certainly a timeout from TSM coming if they even want to use it.
It's a very non-committal position to be in.
Corner. Beast Mode's got that red over top of Creams. G2 with more possession, and I mean, this is clinical at this point.
It is. This is starting to get away. I mean, G2 so far, first couple of games have hit that 3-goal mark. First game was 5. Second game, I mean, there's still a chance. That's not.
Bro, I'm not trying to be toxic as fuck, but the team that I coached for the first 2 quals kicked me as a caster. They got no further in the quals than when they had me. I feel vindicated. Yeah, let's go, Dwarfers!
They have no way to get through right now.
That's everybody in that position. You're not being at all toxic. It's just you're verbalizing it.
The same team win everything over and over and over again. But man, you can't help but appreciate.
You do squats so you feel more comfortable sitting on the fence. Oh, Tim's actually got me there. I've got nothing for him.
And all of a sudden, every Sunday, it has been lights out from G2. Daniel tried to pinch that downfield, didn't get a lot behind it, but enough.
What does lights out mean?
Beast and Daniel,
I've heard it a lot.
they didn't get a Thomas
I know what
in
looking
place
at the
there.
lights is
They're
supposed to
back in the
mean.
play. Creams
What does lights
goes
out
low.
mean?
Hockey, try to center for Creams, and Atomic recovers. Shut the door, stopped Wavy as well. G2 holds
Means she turns the
TSM
lights
scoreless
off.
to the final minute
Does
of
it
game
literally
2.
just mean like they are finishing the event so everyone can leave?
Trying to see if he can muster up something, some way TSM can get this game going
And
in their
make sure the
favor.
last one gets the light on the way through.
Possession up a little bit more, but it hasn't yielded anything worth noting.
Okay. So very, very literal. I was wondering if there was maybe something a bit more to it, but it is very literal.
You see a little bit of mistakes, and you almost see G2 goals. Most of them have gone in.
Yeah, knocked out could potentially also be correct. That I would imagine that a lot more for. Because if I was watching a boxing fight and heard, oh, you know, lights out, I go, oh, knockout, yeah, got ya. For some reason it doesn't click quite as much in a non-contact sort of thing.
A couple other good scoring opportunities, but they have not found the mark. They have not cracked.
I look forward to the first Rocket League boxing event. Something tells me the esport where 13-year-olds are allowed to compete is not going to have a Rocket League boxing event. I'm sorry, I'm just, you know, I don't want the hopes to get up here for something that's just not going to happen.
3-0, the scoreline in game 2. Daniel goes off again, and G2.
Can we do one for Banter Brawl instead? Oh, absolutely.
G2 are just that good. We knew this, but even now, you begin to see it more and more. And we know.
Cool, be sure to DM me to let me know who you want.
To show people that they are definitively #1.
Okay, right now, go, what are the power rankings for Banter Brawl boxing?
A beating, but they're not out.
I'm going to leave that one because ego starts coming in.
Chance to try to see if they can slow G2 down, but also so they can figure out
Wii
their own
boxing.
game plan, because they were shut out in game 2.
Ego's coming big time. Oh, absolutely.
Extra minute or so here to just kind of talk things over and maybe even try to cool off G2. Like, okay, G2.
I thought about this thoroughly.
Operating like a
Okay.
machine. I know,
You know what?
guys,
I won't put any opinions in, but I am curious.
That is how G2 has operated here the first couple of games. It needed a little reboot early on in game 1, and then it's been free-flowing since then. So now they've got to reset, does TSM. Still very much in this series. It's only 0-2, but you come out of this timeout and you go down 0-3. You need 4 in a row against this.
Yeah, I think G2 are kind of winning this. We're just extending the series with this one.
One shirt. And yeah, TSM needs 4 in a row against G2. How do they do it, Daz?
Yeah, Daz. Figure that one out.
Well,
hey, you're the brains of this operation.
I mean, one of the things about like TSM, right? They're very new to this matchup here, but one of the things you look at G2's history on teams, again, keep
viewership
the
on
ball
that's going
close,
up.
but also playing for each other, playing for that physicality, understanding like it is a team game. At the end of the day, it's going to be huge here. We have seen,
Which means
G2
that the
make
short must be
errors.
getting picked
Sometimes
up.
We've seen them make unforced errors due to overwhelming pressure. But that you have to get there.
Ooh, have fun with that, Corp.
First,
We'll speak soon, buddy.
be able to have consistent pressure on G2. If you're just going to have a couple of offensive challenges and then pull off, and they get space in the midfield, you're going to get those transitional counterattacks. You're going to get your backboard tested, and you're also.
And I was correct. New shot is getting picked up by Algo. We love that. Ooh, nice little shot, Crasher. He's doing all right today. Crasher's on form.
Or they miss the major. The vibes immaculate out of TSM. Can they translate that into any goals whatsoever against G2? 2 games left to find it.
I see it. Vibes are high, and I mean, it's the first 5 minutes on the clock. Wavy starts this one off here. Beast Mode trying to get in front. They cut off the space. Atomic has an open net, and it's another G2 goal.
Yeah, TSM timeout buff, not existent.
TSM Beast Mode had that all the way as he gave it to Atomic.
Service with a smile. They opened the door and let G2 right through. It took 19 seconds this time, but Atomic gets.
There's not even like been a hopeful moment in this entire series.
Just more of the same. G2 strike first, and now Beast Mode just taking that one away from Hockey. Let's go over towards Creams. Daniel up and out, makes the stop.
Do TSM get a goal this game? That's the real question.
Beast Mode dives in from the sky. I mean, G2 are giving no respect whatsoever to TSM, and they continue to stop them.
Yeah, this is... I got nothing else to say. Every single time I talk about this series, it's just the sentence, yeah, this is done. Nothing else for it.
Last time it was Beast Mode to Atomic. This time he repays the favor.
Scorpion Deathlock locked in. 2-0 now in the series. 2-0
To get a touch this game. Yes.
Couldn't follow this play up, so Wavy has to. Daniel gets a second touch here. Yes, Hockey read it, but can't get anywhere near the net. So here goes Atomic with Creams up to meet him. He just goes over top. Daniel redirect back in front. Hockey read the play. That's great.
This seems like a long series.
They can't get any offense going. Wavy will try.
It's a series. Oh my goodness. There you are. You have to be scoring those, lads.
The way G2's defense is set, I thought this was going to get saved. Even though Beast Mode missed the initial touch, he actually almost had it, but Creams got there first. TSM pick up one off the counter. Now, can they continue to build here? This is still a lot of time in game 3.
That's the hopium, my friend. Save some for the rest of us.
They got a chance here. All 3 forward. Beast Mode with the save, clearing that out to the wing. Cream's doing all he can to keep it alive. Hockey fresh off that demo of Atomic. Still can't get into the play. Daniel serve it up. Atomic's up in the air as well.
Ooh, nice block.
Still a 1-goal game as Wavy goes to work across midfield. Cut out by Daniel, and Beast Mode has the save in front of the net. Nobody else to follow this up. Now, that's not a great touch out of G2, but everybody nowhere near the ball for TSM, and it leads to a goal out of Beast Mode.
So, we just get to the finals already? Just get to that bit.
No boost. Wavy goes up first, and it's just a lead for Beast Mode. Beast Mode, perfect.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Phenomenal in game 3.
The series is like when your uncle lets you score a goal and then gives you the old good job, buddy, before tearing your tiny dreams into nothing.
7 assists near the midway point of game 3.
TSM's coach is good vibes. You know, most pros would take good vibes as their coach.
You're going to rack up A's, but this is crazy. That's Hockey, though, in the air, and he's got him back within 1.
It's good to see TSM giving the counterpunch. 3-person pass play. Creams to Wavy, Wavy to Hockey. Speed test, and he beat the beast. TSM is within 1 with plenty of time to go.
The hopium. This man, he's just all in on it. All right, I'm having a look at some of the results. European quals are almost done. So people that have qualified so far. KC, better goal. Let's go. Better made it comfortably. Gentlemates, Oxygen, Magnifico, Vitality, BDS, Redemption. Oh, Moist did make it. Wild, Team 3 forward, and Endpoint will have better goal. Top Cougars are playing against Team Lemon. Resolve playing Novo, and Sir are playing Solary.
G2 hasn't, throughout this weekend, as compared to previous weekends, they haven't saved.
Yes, Moist actually decided to qualify this time around.
Unfortunately for TSM, It's a little bit different G2 this time around.
Belagol is indeed Speed's team.
Race to this ball in the air. Beast Mode will take over. Atomic
So obviously want it to do well.
Atomic pushed it wide, and Hockey made sure to grab
Yeah,
the
even
boost,
Boop wants it to do well. That's why she's having a whinge.
Beast Mode. They've connected for
Hi.
so many over the past couple of years. Not this time. And now Hockey trying to get this away from Beast Mode. He has. And what else can TSM do?
It's just such a fun team name.
Yeah, they're no strangers to playing close here on the offense, but you almost think sometimes they play a little too close.
Nah, Ashley, they should be qualifying every time.
The pass. Beast Mode almost had to follow. Daniel trying to get involved now, but a good 50 here.
Can't believe they scuffed it.
Wavy. That touch gets so far
Yeah, I
away
love the
from
logo.
bump on Beast Mode, but couldn't connect.
I love the you want some, mate.
Strong 50, big 50 to stop Atomic there as well, keeping it
Like, Moist looked good as well during flip and spin. I actually had a bit of hope.
Hockey shot blocked out by Daniel.
They didn't seem too far behind the top teams. And it seems like the gap is widened.
Right to left across the goal, but he slammed the brakes on. Realized where the shot was going. It was placed brilliantly, but Daniel was better, and then Beast Mode might have put it out of reach.
The game was moving so fast. Beast Mode slowed it down at the right time. Everyone's expecting a shot from him. He gets
Oh, nice little fake. Really, really nice fake.
Beast Mode, big time play. That's a hat trick for him.
And where Daniel had been the star of the first couple of games, he doesn't have a goal in this game. Hasn't needed to. May get one as time runs down here, but Beast Mode continues to add to his impressive tally. Make it 6 in
Is this one of the
series
worst
for him.
results we've seen after a
Daniel
timeout?
picks up, by the way, his first assist as
It's got to be up there.
at this point.
You talk about how Daniel will sometimes have a game. When Beast Mode has a game, it's very evident. You're seeing it on all sides of the ball.
The good news is I'm going to be able to get my run done tonight at a decent time.
Here as well with the pass that he gave to Atomic, and he's been a threat when he's been up on top of the ball and sometimes off ball as well. Beast Mode having a game, shuts down a lot of hopes here of TSM coming big here off the timeout. 30 seconds remaining, down by 3, no timeouts left. Things continue at this pace. They go down. Match point.
TSM is grabbing worse defeat from the jaws of defeat. Which notable EU teams binned it? Let's have a look, Ski. 100% is probably a bit of an outlier. They lost to Moist, obviously, but 100% were looking very good the last few times we saw them. And they have been kicked out. I can't really say. Team Hosky, maybe?
This one would have been another 3-goal game. Now it looks like a 2-goal.
There's no massive outliers, I gotta say.
G2 has been on another level. And now
I think most of Europe's done what they were supposed to do.
Oh, they may still get one anyways.
It would just be like Solary and Suh.
4 shots at eliminating TSM.
Which is currently going on. Suh should make it there. But it'd be wild for them not to make it again. I'm going to check. Let's see if I can find a stream for it.
Really think, man, the hopes of chaos, the hopes of the TSM having that dream run, everything starting.
Let's see if I can find Solary versus Suh. I found Solary Hearthstone. Wait, is that Solary Hearthstone? That is indeed Solary Hearthstone. That's not helping me. Oh, Hercules has got Suh.
24 seconds. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta hold on.
Oh my goodness, wait a rootin' and wait a tootin'.
Before you get to take Solary to game 5 if you are Suh. And here comes
Does anybody mind me sticking with this? Like, we know which team is winning the other one.
Gonna try and take a shot. Shawset's touch goes into the corner, which could work out in our favor. One big clear could waste enough time to send this one over to game 5.
Referee Shirley. We stick with this. Yeah, TSM G2 is done. Like, it's just going to be a very sad game 4. We get a game 5 here. Suh, Solary, winner makes it through.
This is for playing in Swiss next week. And we know Suh.
We already know Boop is being naughty.
We see the scoreboard right there. We finally outshot Solary.
Tekos is ridiculous.
So we controlled the possession. We controlled the tempo.
He was so good a few weeks ago.
And Walkade up. hit probably the banger of the series. I don't think anybody's going to beat 95 mile an hour.
We don't have anything yet from Resolve Novo.
It doesn't matter. Like just the mental wherewithal
There's no Novo.
to be able to kind of weather the storm, watch the lead evaporate, and get another
That
one.
is a very Italian-looking team.
Was massive. Also, huge shout out to Kira.
Okay.
To the raid. Welcome in, everybody.
Why is Italy suddenly starting to bring themselves in the come up?
Against Solary. And
Which it was just Arju and Cucks, and that was like the only ones we saw for ages. So on Top Cougars. Is anyone streaming Top Cougars? Maybe grab them afterwards. I mean, Top Cougars should win that.
It felt like we didn't really quite know what the game plan against the squad was going to be.
Oh yeah, Jorby does do Top Cougars, doesn't he? I mean, nah, Top Cougars should be winning that every single day.
We just hit them like
Oh yeah, Dead Monster as well. That was a name I forgot.
type beat, right? And there you have it.
Lads, join spectate.
Let's run it.
Oh man, kickoff gonna go out to the corner. Chaussette is going to be there. Not the best
Why is
first
Boop
touch
up
here,
too?
however. Gonna just kind of leave it. K-Dop's actually gonna scoop that one up, and Tho has an early save. Although, you know, pot shots from midfield aren't typically too dangerous, as Mike Boy gonna be able to switch the field on this one as well, go opposite side.
I'll turn this down a little bit so that way I'm not like fully stealing their content, but I am also kind of stealing their content. And so you can't beat KC in one of these qualifiers and then be like, oh, you know what we're going to do in the next one? We're just not going to qualify.
Yep, sometimes Simple Rocket League is always still the best.
So we're top 8.
Certainly is. Needs to get one back here.
Why do we always have these teams?
Scoring territory, because that's always terrifying. K-Dop just whiffs this one outright, causes a whifty, and it's going to be Chaussette. Going to go low here as well. Going to leave only one person back, but we somehow just yoink possession away as K-Dop gets a touch, but we should have a lot of room here to work with, and Mike Boy recognizes it.
Here comes Mike Boy. Going to carry this one down to the ground. Never used his flip on that one. 45 seconds in. Great.
Team 3, 3-1 to make top 16. Okay, that's, I think, makes sense.
So much confusion in my brain off that.
So much confusion.
I thought we already knew that one, or is that still a new one? So, what's the result at the moment in... Oh, Top Cougars made it through. 3-0. Yeah, that makes sense. That's the correct result. And they lost to Gentlemates. So, yeah, Top Cougars had a good day.
We've done such a better job at just cutting and getting rid of the...
For some reason, that match was already locked in my head.
Here comes Tho. Arrowing this one all the way towards back, and this one goes from back.
Oh, yeah, there's your confirmation. Jorby's raid. Not here, though.
Trying to prepare for Reese. There it is. Great challenge. Also, shout out to Jorby.
Boo.
Welcome in, everybody. Hope the stream was incredible. We've got Solary versus Suh here. We've gone all the way to game 5.
So you could kind of do with waking up a little bit soon.
Right now,
Your time is ticking away here for yous. And you don't seem to be doing much.
I believe you have to win one more after that.
No, they're on to the Swiss if they win this one. So,
JK, we're on to the Swiss. It's been a long day, y'all.
Yeah, they just didn't put it in Children's Field, which ruins everybody.
Yeah, the reverse
Shogun TSM are a goal up. Well, that means the series will still be going when we're done here then.
Oh my, it's a double commit again on the defensive end that kind of just spells our demise. 2:50 left. There's plenty of time here. However, you're going to be cutting that ball off early and you give K-Dop too much space, he's going to be able to take advantage of it.
Oh, for goodness sake. Why? Why do they always do this? Hey guys, you start believing in us. Why does nobody ever believe? I'm not, this isn't what they said, by the way, but it's just like the typical pro sort of thing of why does nobody ever say that we're going to do great? They're always saying, oh, we're not going to be up there with the top. And then the moment we find a team that we're like, ah, now we've got some real high quality on this, that maybe I've got to reevaluate. I was speaking about this behind the scenes. I was like, I need to reevaluate where I've got Mike Boy and Tho, because I thought I had them at a certain point where I thought they were plateauing and that they really were struggling to get better, but they've clearly done something. Tekos, as good as he is, he's not going to 1v3 KC or anybody else. And then you get results like this one. And now I don't know what to think about you or your skill level or where you stand in the pecking order. And also, we already know, so... Is this low? Yeah, this is one of the last qualification spots.
I love that. Yeah, we were talking about NA with that one, Psych. I don't understand. This is EU.
Shorty shows that they're all very skilled but inconsistent.
We do have skin in
But
the game, however, because we need to come back
this wide of a range is crazy. Like the goal we just saw scored.
Do a good job of cutting this off, but we kind of lost.
I get inconsistency.
Game 3 and game 4 form, no passes, nothing else. Here's
But
the bump attempt gonna come out.
there's like a range to this. This isn't the amount of inconsistency. Not so wide that I look like a child trying to explain, I love you this much.
Years at this point, right? Incredible opening for him to go through. 1 minute 55 seconds on the clock. 5-0. I mean, it's not impossible, but we would literally have to look exactly like how we did in game number 4, and unfortunately, that's not the saw that we have on field right now. They're definitely, it's crazy challenges coming out from Solar, a lot faster than we had seen before.
I mean, it's just the team making adjustments, right? You expect a team of 2 veterans to be able to make those adjustments in the mid game, and we're going to have to come out and punch in bunches if we want to even have a chance here. Reese Fox looking for the demo there. It's going to be jumped. Chausette's going to be able to cut the lane open, though. Good boost steal, I believe, by Though to get that away from Chausette, who's going to fall all the way back. K-Dot with 2 touches. Ball's going to be in front of that. Nobody is there, knowing you have a 5-goal lead. I can't say I blame him, Herc.
I don't. This is one for the books. It's not too unfamiliar territory for the.
Sorry, I had some messages to get through. I think you may be expecting a bit much there. I know, Melters. Hi, Melters. This is one of the games of all time. I'm angry. I'm so happy that Solar are making it, by all means.
No, this is it. This is the final series.
Could they have had to fight for it a little bit more?
Day 3, it puts us on the last.
All right,
the last
45 seconds.
ball.
I want to see 5 goals in 45 seconds. I've seen it before at EU RLCS.
And I want to see 50 subs pop up in 3, 2, 1. That's a real shame. We don't get what we want.
Push this all the way down. K-Dot with a massive dunk. And as each waning second goes by, it's going to be more and more difficult to even get one on the board.
Keno is back. Yukio is back. Speed is back. Bro, is this 2018? Golden era has returned.
I believe we only need a goal every 5 seconds. Herc, we need the best kickoffs of all time.
We can do it.
Just need Cux to be back. If you ask Leaf, Cux is still probably like top 3 players in the world. He has held on to that opinion that Cux is actually still a top level player. Like, we're not talking, like, just qualifying sort of tier. In Leaf's mind, I still don't know if it's still there, but for the longest time, it was like, all right, if he got the right team around him, he's winning majors.
Take a shot. Do what you gotta do. This one
You know what? Leaf is right. How dare you? That is slander and lies currently in my chat.
Mike Boy, Reese's touch goes crazy.
Oh.
This one hits the ground. Congrats to Solary GG's chat. Thank you all so much for hanging out and watching. GG's.
That's definitely a way for your split to end. Very painfully. Oh, cool. Look what I just came back to. You'll never believe this, everyone.
Coast to coast. Ball game. Series over. G2 to yet another final. And the three-peat hopes alive.
What great timing. Do we have any matches still? I'm imagining Europe's pretty much done now, right?
That was incredible.
It really was. I'm so happy I saw it.
To get that save out, but takes it.
They won? Nah, that's a lie. Nobody could ever believe. Wait, is Resolve? No, the Resolve match hasn't been put in there yet. Maybe there's a chance.
G2 look in prime form today, as they are 1 series away from being the first team in NA to take all 3 regional events.
Oh, Resolve's still going.
Second event
when they couldn't
not qualified for. Goodness gracious me.
Bollocks! Resolve's finished.
What a run by Novo, it has to be said.
And, well, I gotta get this up. Tylacto is taking it very well.
They looked done.
You good there, pa?
And credit to them, they fought.
Wow, that migrate is hitting you hard.
Through to the main.
Months, you gotta look after your pal.
That is a tough one. That is a tough one.
Steve Good, what do you think?
I don't know what to say. That is a lesson. We thought we had the lesson last week with the very rough bracket And no shame in that with the last main event. And ultimately, no shame in losing to Novo in their final 3 games. But where is...
Wait. They got reverse swept.
Finish things off clean.
Wait. Hold your horses. Everybody, get the rein, pull on back, and hold those merry horses.
This is a team that could have beaten K-Corp in uppers. But that's the duality. That's the duality of Rocket League. I'm just trying to digest it.
Oh, they so did.
Digest the fact that it's the 3rd of March, but we're done marching on. I believe in terms of RLCS, we're done now.
I like a bit of wordplay.
Of March, that's crazy.
Yeah, it seemed very...
Steve Novo should never take that serious.
I'm not sure if anyone else will be joining me in Copenhagen.
Saying that this qualifier is the craziest we have seen. I disagree.
A little bit further, but it's not really going to put a salve on the wound of not being able to watch Resolve.
Resolve not making it is probably the biggest outlier in here, and Sut not making it is actually quite a big outlier.
Different team.
I don't know, though. Like, there's not a team in here I'm saying, oh, that's shocking that they have made it. I would say there's just, like, 16 spots for 19 teams that probably should be getting into these. Maybe 20. 100%. Resolve. Yeah, probably that, actually. Novo, I'd say, is shocking.
On the defensive end, and
I mean, it is Six Nations season, so yeah, getting beat by the Italians is just not a good look at this time of the year.
Be tough, a bit of a blow. And we'll have to see what comes next. What definitely
being Moist Fat has not been much fun recently. I can't imagine.
They will not be getting potatoes.
That's the real tragedy.
Mash.
I could switch this over to the mainstame, but
I feel like
there's something about the vibe here that's just making me very happy.
Bad, the cavalry should be commiseration.
That's absolutely fair.
Yeah.
Cool. And not to end things on a negative note, but I do think it shows to the character of certain individuals that only show up and make themselves heard when someone is losing. I think that just shows what kind of human you are when you do that. Just
Husky lost to Team Lemon.
And not finding it anywhere else other than when laughing at other people's misfortune.
Oh, that's on me. I'm sorry.
Misfortune today, and we can't say it wasn't deserved. Just could not get it over the line. Talacto, that is our split number 1 done, I think.
I can't anymore. I can't.
Well, there's only 2 splits. Split 2. Let's hope it'll be one to remember. I look forward to it.
When do Muffin Men play? Oh boy, do I have news for you. Sorry, still have messages coming through from some people. Oh, they're out. That's okay. Squish you'll get it next time. I ain't got the heart, bro. I ain't got the heart. Good bants there, Scotty. Good bants. Alright, Mr. Popular, getting messages from people. Yeah, just hit the social anxiety every single time I see the message pop up. Little notification. Oh, no. Please, no. That is a question I do not have an answer to. Just realized I hadn't switched it over. Guys, you missed an awful lot during that time. Fuck off, dwarfers. You know what you did. Don't let me close off my DMs. Don't even need to ask. Fuck off dwarfers. It's just good sense. It sounds right, doesn't it? I can say, there's a lot of things I say about context and people go, huh? Saying fuck off dwarfers. You just go, yeah. I don't need to know. Just fuck off dwarfers. Yeah, I can't believe Dead Monster made it. That is wild. Just, I didn't think he was still making those pushes, but I'm happy for him. So, we have somehow managed to get no tiebreakers.
The performance of their season up until this point where they played against G2 Strong,
Oh yeah, I can put this up
Small,
again.
Atomic, and Daniel pretty much cleaned up house. In that
I was
series.
so ready for the banter timeline of Omelette winning yesterday.
G2 move on to the
I was
grand
the
finals, but we're gonna
greatest
talk about
series I've ever seen in my
right now.
life.
OG, because they've actually clinched major because of the G2 win. I'm here with Com right now. Com, how does it feel to make a major? This is your first time being at a major since Rotterdam.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I didn't make a single RLCS LAN in all of 2023, and I'm beyond excited to be back. I know, I've had the potential this entire time.
Yeah, we don't get nice
I know that
things.
I should have made those lands.
To be fair, over in Europe, we just get, like, we always have one team that seems to be dominating and winning everything.
I'm happy to be with OG as an organization.
It's like chaos, 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 but this team is definitely the best one.
What was it like?
Don't you forget it.
Your major run after the loss of Gen.G was dependent on that series.
Can we not say OG and instead refer to them as OG?
Watching that series.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I messaged
Yeah, go full on OG.
better win tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm gonna,
I mean, I feel like Europe's just had this forever. Like, we always just have one team at the very top. It was BDS, then Queso for a little bit. No, Queso didn't do well online, did they? They were always just like land merchants. It was always BDS, and then Vitality was never really dominant online. They just stole RLCSX.
That's actually really funny. But you guys made it here, and then looking at your guys' split, not the best start.
And we kind of went, like last season, for example, we just went KC the entire time. KC, 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 Vitality.
But also due to how good you guys are performing, now you're going to go to this event and play against the best in the world. I mean, are you guys prepared for it? Are you ready for it? You said it's been a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. In our minds, like, we know
Maybe I'm getting that this season as well. It's just KC, KC. What's crazy to me is it feels like an awful lot recently. Like, we always have the top three seem to be the same. And it seems really wild to me that BDS always seems to be second. First and third swap over an awful lot. But BDS are always dab in the middle. Unable to break through to that next spot.
And especially from you guys as a roster, you talk about how you guys had all formed, all players.
Also, I made my preseason prediction, and I'm starting to feel like that might be more correct than I was expecting, because they did like a guess the prediction thing on their very first Friday. And my prediction on there was a BDS would make it to both major grand finals and would lose them both.
I don't think any of us received any
Given the last two regionals, that might not be the stretch that I thought it would be.
Is very validating for myself to know that I don't need to be on that team in order to do it. I can do it with another roster. I can do it with other players that, you look at us, people say we don't have a star player, and that's, I mean,
Losing both major grand. Oh, that's where they finally break it.
To play like a star player. We just never.
Because they are proper second place merchants.
We all have that potential. We all have that ability. Just we never had to show it. We always, played our role.
Ah, the first regional.
We're all players that are comfortable doing that.
Oh, I like your timeline, Whiskers. I'd sign up for that.
Be our biggest strong suit going forward.
They just fall apart. It's so strange.
And our wins, and keep working on like how we're playing as a team.
I pushed that a little bit as a storyline at the start of the season, and then it's really horrible actually, because I do push a few storylines like that for like each team. The worst ones are where it's a slightly negative storyline, but I've got full confidence in the team to turn it around. and then it actually ends up being more correct. So the very first one, I was like, I'm really worried that this team has got a bunch of players that have been proven to kind of fall apart. Nas especially, I mean, not Nas, Drali especially was worrying me because I saw what happened in Salt Mine, where he was playing really well and then fell apart in the final, lost a game in the next Salt Mine, and then just decided he didn't want to play anymore. So I was thinking, okay, there's a lot of precedent here for this team being kind of disaster artists. So I'm going to push this as a storyline. They'll prove me wrong. It'll be fantastic. And then we've had our last two tournaments, and especially the way that they didn't win the last event.
They put up 4.25 goals per game throughout the series versus the #1 defense in the tournament.
So now I just feel bad.
TSM, they were at 1.11
because it's just a storyline that's now correct. I'm not speculating anymore. I'm just right, and I don't want to be.
Way back. G2 has found their form that we all expected from them after what they
I think they're the best team as well. I mean, I picked them. Do you know that image of the guy that's crying, but he's wearing a mask, which is like a all perfectly happy? That was me interviewing Vatira last week because I was the only one that predicted BDS, and I was feeling so good about it. I was so certain. I was like, my boys are cooking. I'm about to really climb myself in this prediction contest. I'm loving life. And then not only do BDS fall apart, I now have to go to interview as the only person that did not predict Cape Corp, Vatira. I think I did well with it, but still, the tears streaming down my face.
Overshadowed on their previous rosters, coming together and showing that really having that strong back line, having 3 players that know how to do that is so much more, maybe more important than having a flashy star player up at the front.
Yeah, it was kind of the bane of Nully's existence.
Confidently told my friends that BDS was going to win. I felt like they looked so good. I also was under the opinion that people were overrating KC. Well, let's be real. KC are not as unbeatable as people are making them out to be. What is it, 3 series that they should have been beaten in at this point? You've got... They reverse swept BDS in the first regional. They should have been beaten by Vitality in the last one. Vitality just couldn't score to save their lives in Game 7. And BDS fell apart in the finals. Like, KC are very clutch, and also their opponents just can't finish the job.
Gen G won this match the last time they played on Friday.
But now that they're past that, it starts to become a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's easier for winners to keep winning. It doesn't matter how. How is Gibbs not aged at all? That's part of the contract. We all have to give up a certain amount of months from our lives and give it over to Gibbs. It's the reason why we had such a large talent pool. We thought, okay, if we have like 21 of us, we only have to give up like half a month each per year.
3 goals in 5 games, 3 goals in 4 games versus G2's defense.
Same for Vomlet versus G2. Yeah, G2 have been a little bit less consistently beatable.
Gen G found their form, scoring 13 goals.
I also think Omelette were just so weird.
G2. So Gen G's
aha, you want to play Rocket League?
G2 after
go ahead then. We'll be with you in a moment. We're just going to chill.
So this one is going to be a classic, Stacks.
Yeah, this is a carbon copy of what we saw on that first weekend, right?
Yeah, the age slider was already maxed out when he joined the RLCS.
Right, 3 goals a game, we're dominating everybody, cool. G2, Daniel in beast mode.
Yeah, I hate the idea now that BDS is just going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy of they just won't be able to get the job done. And because of the way the esport is, and it always has been, it's not a new thing. This is a team that I don't know what they're thinking behind the scenes. They've done really well. I can't even say, oh, you know, they're a brand new team just getting it together. They could very well just blow it up.
Trying to be the first time ever, like in North America, to win all 3 tournaments in a
oh no, we're not the best team in the world right now. It means somebody's got to change. Somebody's got to move.
That Friday loss, but that's the one no one actually cares about. They just care if you win the entire tournament. So G2 trying to write history here.
It's a fun one.
I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked.
One person, one team win all 3 before.
My predictions are
do it perfectly.
the typical, everyone makes a move apart from whoever wins the major. And I also think almost every single team that doesn't make it to the major is not only going to make a roster move, an awful lot of them are going to forfeit their points. Because they are going to think to themselves, we can't make it to Worlds now. We're too far behind. Let's just try and make as much money as we can during this season. And they'll do the typical Rocket League player thing of thinking, all right, the best way I can do that is by completely changing everything up.
I am questioning my pick a little bit.
You think Vitality make a move they lose? I think they would, yeah.
We see at a Gen G looks like the team I thought we would see back in Qual 1 and Qual 2. So I think they
Vitality have also set the precedent previously of just confirming roster moves before an event's even played.
There's pride on the line, and I want to see these two teams duke it out.
What does 14 points do? So you can only change one player during the off-season. So let's say it was me, you, Dragon teaming. And we are like, all right, we want to get rid of Dragon to bring on Quabby. We'd still get to keep our points that we earned throughout the splits. But if Dragon went to a new team, you went to a new team, and I went to a new team, then those points don't go anywhere. Like the team's just blown up.
In North America clash in the grand finals once more. Many onlookers in North America will say that it's a two-team region. However,
I mean, that's just sort of the volatility you get from three-person teams.
was able to beat G2 and Swiss, but
If you are... So, another example. If it's a five-person team, it's much more difficult to convince people to move over because there's a little bit more stability there. But let's imagine I'm on a top team. Let's say, completely different scenario. I am in BDS, and I kind of have an inkling that things aren't looking great. And I know what the esport is. It looks like there's always a roster move. After even one result, I would absolutely be Monkey Moon's ear just going, wow, mate, we really need to make a move. Not because I actually think we need to, but because so many teams make moves that I'm going to get ahead of it now and make sure I'm not the one kicked off. Like, nobody has stability, so everybody makes moves. Even if they don't necessarily believe in it, they'll just do it because if I make the pact with you, I'm safe now.
Yeah, if you're Gen G watching how the TSM match went, when the desk mentioned over 4 goals a game against the...
I mean, that's been that way for ages and ages and ages and ages.
Perfect form, and Chronic missing that opportunity, got pushed out of the way. Here's retaliation from Daniel, but you can't let Daniel with all that space and time, and Chronic with a close call.
All right, who we got here, lads? Shogie's up, finished his tangent now.
Daniel going for a backward pass to beast mode, and that also hits off the back.
And why is it probably G2?
Some heavy blows traded.
I'm just curious now, was TSM just like really slow or G2 just really good? Well, I'm gaslighting myself into thinking Gen G have got this, but let's be real.
Their semi-final matches both had incredible showings. Coming out
I mean, at least I don't have to stream for 4.5 hours this time. I was very tired by the end of yesterday. It's maybe an obvious question here, but have other orgs approached players without orgs knowing? What, like tampering? I'm sure there's examples of it behind the scenes. The best one ever, actually, of contract tampering in RLCS was Season 2. So players with an org, but another org. Yes! Oh, there's a great one. Oh, there's a phenomenal... It's one of the best RLCS stories out there. What a pass. RLCS Season 2 World Championship. Flipside Tactics. Team consisting of Cooksir, Marky Duda, and Mystic. And during the event, during the weekend, the Mocket Esports team, which was, I'm trying to remember the exact team they had. It's been ages now. The Mocket Esports owner gave Flipside Tactics a contract to play for Mocket next season. Mocket played Flipside in the grand finals, by the way, in this event. There is a video out there of it was Greasy with the contract setting it on fire. He like announces that Mocket tried to do that and then sets it on fire during the event.
Pushes Atomic out of the way, attempting the clear. Now the play continues. Jack and Chronic connect, double commit out of G2, but Atomic first on the rebound.
One of the first truly legendary beefs.
And the offense continues. Another double commit from G2. But the first on it is Chronic versus
So, yes, I'm sure there's plenty that were not nearly as broadcast as that one.
Saved again by G2.
G2, you saw Atomic on 0 boost.
But that is the most prolific one that we ever had, and it's still hilarious.
Have looked a little bit better than G2 so far. We saw
They were a proper villain org, weren't they? Sounds like a slight conflict of interest. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Goes for an air dribble, gets the bump on Daniel as well, but Beast
Yeah, look for Greasy Meister, or just Greasy Contract Fire, something like that, I guess.
But now tucks it to the side, wants a better quality shot, and Daniel throws another one down. All these down low shots being saved by Gen G. Now space for Gen G to move downfield. Jack will do so on the left and regrets the first killer, which is awkward there.
Yeah, I definitely don't hold it against anybody that actually worked for them. Like, get paid. And I'm fairly certain that Mocket did at very least pay.
Can they bring some of those team plays or even a solo play beast mode? You know he's got plenty of those in his back pocket.
Last minute of play. It's going to be a long final. And G2 know they have to peak here
It's a
and now.
big prediction there, Lemon. That's how much 8-year-old probably took an interest in esports, like watching 21-22. That's a good time to start taking interest. But if you have any your RLCS history, I'm your boy. That's my speciality. RLCS history and Battle Cars history. In fact, I would highly doubt anybody's got better Battle Cars competitive knowledge than I do, as useless as that is for me. Thank you. I'll put that into the copy paste so I can get to that just once this game is over. Yeah, there's a few players that came from Battle Cars that I wasn't aware of. Like, I don't know how much they were playing. Like, I didn't know Scrub either. Who's still even around? Me? Cole. And Gibbs. Probably the three most prominent RLCS people playing. I don't think you can play it anymore. I think the servers went down. I'm probably just Shoset in terms of people that are actually actively trying to qualify. That's Scrub.
Saves the moment, and Chronic gets the demo. G2 off their backs for now. Beast mode. Well, we'll keep them
There, yeah, pretty much nobody. Scotty.
Still harassing, but as they step up, they're getting demoed.
And even then, like, Scrub was too young to be a part of any community stuff.
This midfield is so difficult to traverse, but Daniel just
I think the same with Shoset. Like, I'm sure Shoset did play, but I had no interaction with him.
Daniel to Atomic. It's a dangerous ball.
So apparently Jack trying to get that little tip with beast mode, doing what he does best, keeping that ball in, being that first man who keeps the attack ongoing. Daniel now trying to dribble, seeing what the defense gives him, a team bump, but
Yeah,
still
it's fantastic.
And apparently Jack going for this.
Oh, nice play. No Americans there from that.
Jack, the setup
You'd think there would be, but it's so. I don't typically do the EU-NA conversation. However, I will say that when we talk about like EU depth versus NA depth, it's kind of been a thing ever since Battle Cars. The European community from Battle Cars was absolutely huge compared to NA.
But there was great composure. Apparently Jack keeps moving upfield, and then to hit that double first killer there.
Like, we had so many players come on over. Gibbs, I'm shocked Gibbs actually did so well at the start of RL, because Gibbs quit Battle Cars for the last... Gibbs had quit Battle Cars by the time I had joined the Battle Cars community. So the fact that Gibbs had so much success with RL was kind of crazy to me.
Against Gen G. And man, the offenses came in swinging, and this is as close as we're going to see Gen G and G2 get.
And or you wonder at least if that's going to be the case. Gen G, they had all the pressure in this game. The one goal that G2 had, it was the low 50 from Daniel, and it, it was just a scrappy goal from G2. Whereas on the other side, you had Gen G and mainly apparently Jack finding that space and creating those opportunities.
Yeah, but I'm not saying Sabi each time. We just always refer to it as battle card. Oh, Daz. How are we, Daz? Good interview, Daz.
So Gen G overall looking like the better team in game one.
By a slim margin, by only 1 goal. It's a good win by
I don't know. I just hyped up a sweep.
more demos.
So that's where you get the big bucks from, mate. People are always just like, mate, you did so well with this. Game 7 overtime. Yeah, of course I did, mate. I could have sat there like smashing plates against each other. You would have thought the crashing noise sounded just fine. Trust me. Game 7's easy. It's the sweeps. Sweeps are the difficult ones.
And that's when you need to buy that time. We're seeing demos left and right.
Gen G keep hitting the ball. They will be doing all right. And there's your example of the analysis that I get from my community.
But it came up just short. I was a believer there for a moment.
I taught them well.
More committed G2 was too. An important touch came at the end to stop Gen G from counterattacking.
It's been a solid series, though. Hey, Ben, man, we got to catch up. I've been fine. I think about the same as everyone's really done during the last few months. Distracting myself, keep myself preoccupied, don't think, keep doing things.
Only a minute gone by.
Yeah, didn't hit the ball there, did they?
Okay, just getting
so, you know, things go bad.
Off the ceiling to Jack, threatening the double, but it goes off the side. Had Beast Mode jumping, had him shaking in his boots. And G2, they know they have to clear this quick.
Apparently Jack
And they're hitting the ball. Chat, they're hitting the ball. Same, I'm learning how to DJ. Oh, damn. That's cool. I like that.
First killer trying to threaten another really nice touch here from apparently Jack. Went for the bump, but Atomic saw it coming from the beginning, was able to navigate around.
And they hit the goal. Oh, my goodness. My chat's getting so good. Yeah, actually, no, if you're a DJ, you need to have actual DJ name, don't you? What is it? Is it just Azarin, or did you go for something different? I don't know, yeah. This needs some thinking, mate. Can you believe that, Boot? This man hasn't even considered it.
But it's still a 1-0 game.
What on earth do you even defend that? Okay, that is the sort of defensive situations where... how do you even get that right? If there was any contact from the second man, that is just done.
Keeps first killer off the trail.
Daniel bullies his way through, but just getting surrounded.
So imagining you've got interview after... I'm sort of peeling back the curtain here. You've got interview after this one's done as well, right?
First killer there in time. Daniel with the rebound wins the 50 to beast mode. Oh, the pop-up from Jack and Chronic was perfect. And the G2 relentless offense keeps going, win after win on these 50s. Atomic to Daniel.
Oh, go on, get rid. Nah, you'll kill it as always. Yeah, looking forward to meeting up at the Hagen. Oh, what a block. Like, I hope it's what a block. It looked like a good read to me, but I'm also hoping it's not just the I'm going to hit this straight into him. Ooh, no, Daniel had to do something. My dad is a big DJ, so he just uses his full name. We get a lot of, from where I'm at, people, like, try too hard on theirs. So you get, like, the extremely amateur DJs that are giving themselves far too try-hard names. So it's like DJ Smash Death. Obviously spelled D-E-F-F.
Chronic and first killer scoop it out. Daniel challenged in front of the net. That's dangerous. Gen G keep utilizing these.
A good series so far. We deserve it. After having to watch pretty much every team I predict not doing well, or just result of sports matches not going well for me. Deserve a good finals here. Especially if we're not getting tie breaks. I was at a party last night, and a guy's name was DJ Lil Jon.
All that effort from Daniel did work well to get G2 the space, but the ball will be all the way back here for apparently Jack.
I swear Little John is supposed to be like little wiener.
Now back to Foley can keep up with the play because G2
Like, I'm fairly certain he's just called himself DJ Little Dick.
The crossfield pass to get Gen G the lead.
And look at that boom. It's sailing over the entire defense from G2.
Like, I'm just giving you that slang for us.
Puts it on target, just has to basically throw it on net with how powerful Chronic hit.
Hi, Vava. How are we?
That was a boom from Chronic.
Now you now know what an RLCS watch party is like over here.
Team from the semifinal. Last minute of play to see if G2
No one's mind went to that. No, absolutely did. I'm just the one that verbalized it.
make them sweat this hard. Atomic, the pre-jump off the
Listen, you can either have that or I can talk EU versus NA. You make your minds up.
doesn't even need it as he's sailing across the
As far as I'm concerned, there is literally 2 conversation topics we can choose from. Those are the only 2.
Goes forward, just time killed from G2's opportunity.
I always thought that John was the toilet, like DJ Phil.
And you saw that.
I'm leaving that.
All the way from beast mode. We'll boom it. Chronic. Oh, he actually missed the corner.
I'll get Dazzrin to know what Mr. Blobby is one day. I think that would actually scar him to figure out or find out what Mr. Blobby is. And then to find out it is a cultural icon. Can we bring back Danganronpa? No. Oh, so, Dazzrin, you know that emote? Well, just above you. That is a cultural icon in the UK. That, not only is a cultural icon, that was a children's TV cultural icon. I think that Halufaz has posted. Yes, I'm being for it. You can Google this. I am not bullshitting you.
Make it happen. I mean, what is it? 13 shots? 13 shots out of G2.
Mr. Blobby is a character originally featured on the British Saturday night variety show Noel's House Party, broadcast on BBC One. Created by Charlie Adams, the for the show. Mr. Blobby is a bulbous pink figure covered in yellow spots. I don't want to. I can't even, like, do his voice. Like, it just screams at things.
That led to a goal. A few double commits as well in game 1.
Like, that's where our tax money goes. We have to pay TV licensing to fund Mr. fucking Blobby. Who made that? Well, Charlie Adams. I hope he's lived a very good life.
G2 to call a timeout this early. And everyone was wondering, you know, is Gen G really good enough to do this to G2? Yes, they beat them in Swiss.
No, oh wait, Mr. Blobby had a UK #1 song, I think, for the Christmas like #1. I might have that one wrong.
In North America, but Gen G has come out swinging. They have been able.
No, you are correct. Of course. Well, Rafe was probably involved in creating this. Of course, he'd know.
We even saw it last series.
Like,
you want him taking that shot.
what a fucked up island we have, man. Remember Basil Brush? Basil Brush is completely normal, though, compared to Mr. Blobby. Basil Brush is completely acceptable. Just, it's a talking squirrel.
North America has ever seen, and maybe will ever see for quite some time, decided to pick up First Killers because they believe that they can even take that team to the next level. And in this series, it has been working out so far.
Yes, I have seen. I even watched the Channel 4 version, which was really. I was worried that was going to get watered down, but that was actually really good.
It's an appetizer for what we may see at Copenhagen if they ever have to face
I mean,
there.
Ashley, you say this, but the Teletubbies.
How different it is to face in Swiss.
You know, when you're older and you look at the Teletubbies, you wonder how on earth that was approved for kids' television. Those things are horrifying.
But now there's prize money on the line, and a lot of it. And that's going to help pay for some nice meals in Copenhagen. So you want to throw it all down and also get some nice revenge. G2 want to say that was just a fluke.
Oh, it just, for the confidence as well, going into the major. The confidence is everything. We saw
Like, Teletubbies make that Glasgow Willy Wonka experience actually look somewhat high production.
Won that major, so this is very big for Gen G, who look to repeat that success.
As a parent, children's programming is horrifying. Yeah, hopefully you don't let them on any of sort of like the children's programming on YouTube. I feel like I've seen far too many weird stories about that.
G2 running on fumes, but beast mode just back back up to full. He's still involved in the
That children's tab on YouTube might be the most horrifying place on the planet.
Chronic in the 1v1. Still keep the play alive. Now from the right, gets shoved out of the way there from Atomic. So Jack will try.
But you know where you can find good quality family entertainment on YouTube? Please don't hold me to that.
Challenge from beast mode.
I'm actually putting the disclaimer there. Please do not actually show these with the kids around. Exclamation mark YouTube, a new video where you can settle the family down, eat Sunday dinner, and watch the Banter Grand Prix.
Jack was looking for. He gets demoed off the ball. Some fantastic defense from G2 and wanting to drop this off. Atomic, it's a nice attempt.
He likes Minecraft streamers and of course Shogie videos. Side note, should be waking up streaming every night. It just means that he's learned from Junior. If your kids were watching, you would know, because they would start saying somewhat like not great things and then just go, but in a video game.
But then here, Chronic lets that get away from him, and then Atomic actually is.
That is an unresolved prediction. Oh, Addy, man. What's he done?
That apparently Jack was third man, and apparently Jack must have thought that first killer was going to be third man because they just left that net open. And usually
Saying in a video game is just our easy way of like saying allegedly.
Great initiative out of G2, and you just demo.
Bring back the sellout button. I gotta find it. Oh no. Wait, is this me? Is this them? Chat. Hello? One moment. All right, at least we're still live. That's good.
It's the wall, but don't seem too.
Oh! Oh! We sorted it out.
But it actually might help Gen G here. Atomic forced to jump, and that lets Chronic snag the corner. So Gen G will have some boost to make this play. There is a demo.
Oh,
but Atomic
wow.
had to jump and bail out.
Okay, well, I've got some points to pay out because I got 6% of people that predicted TSM over M80 yesterday.
G2, though, holding on just enough. Beast mode will get by that first line of defense.
Quabby, you can get away with that one. That was a visual joke. Audio jokes, on the other hand, are a bannable offense in every chat.
Now Jack with an important demo on the beast mode.
I can see visual things, so I can easily see it. Audio stuff, though? Nah, you don't go there.
You need perfect team play to get past them.
Yep. Any streamer in this chat, anyone that streams to hundreds of people, thousands of people, tens of people, nuns of people, will tell you audio jokes are unacceptable.
And Daniel's first on the ball. Atomic is by his side, open for the wall pinch, but beast mode is too far forward.
You need better friends.
Keep the play alive as Atomic's off the ceiling, and first killer drops it right to the corner, and G2 keep trying to salvage the play. 90 seconds left.
Hi, Cat.
Insurance.
Would you be their friend?
You can get against Gen G.
Oh, that's good to hear, Cole.
Gen G barely keeping their head above water. Finally breaking out of their half. It's been so long since they've had an attack, and now G2 trying to get through once more.
So your audio is quite a bit louder in my right ear than my left. But that also might be due to my partial deafness.
But now it's 1v1.
I mean, you know, if I wanted to, it'd be very easy for me to make this very heavily left or right ear. I have a slider for that.
Passes are what you love to watch. They're so quick too, and it was a good initial.
Don't you start tempting me to start messing around with audio.
The speed that Gen G had.
That'd be quality trolling. We have to like all agree upon it. That nobody acknowledges this until somebody that is brand new just goes, guys, is anybody else noticing that?
Game 3 and go to match point against one of the best of North America. What a win from first kill. Daniel's attention is summoned back.
Why is every single time we have an idea that is actively, hey, so imagine we got new viewers, right? Well, fuck them. Why is this always the guaranteed, yeah, we're all in?
Oh my gosh! Atomic is a highlight machine!
Aight, mate. Aight. I wasn't looking at the time, but that replay is godlike. We're just onboarding them to the community. We don't need to keep onboarding, because every single person we try to onboard, we immediately throw off the board. Can we just, chat, can we just for once have a new viewer show up and we're just kind to them, okay? We don't scare them away. We don't do any of that. The next time we see first-time chatter in there, we're all going to be lovely. We're going to be so welcoming. I believe in you all. Oh my goodness. The Doomsy demo. I'm keeping an eye out now.
And first killer, he made the play using every advantage. And somehow Gen.G tie that up.
Daniel lobs it. Atomic not there first. Finally in overtime for the second time this series. Will
Gen.G sweep.
Will G2 resurrect their chance?
Oh, wait, now that I'm paying attention, that's not going to happen, is it?
After that demo off a kickoff, and Peace dancing against first killer off the ceiling.
I'm going to wait for the days. You know, one day, if this watch party ever got bigger, somebody would actually have a proper whinge that I don't pay enough attention to the games. Oh my god. I bloody well paid attention to that. That was godlike. That is so stupid.
Anything like that. Daniel is incredible.
It's the best
that was
player
so weird.
Everyone reacting in the camera's like, I don't even care who wins or loses. This is some incredible Rocket League.
All right, part of me wants to be really impressed by that. The other part of me wants to say, how the fuck do you get the space to half flip into an air dribble?
Daniel was, when he started the play, he was facing the opposite direction. And then he...
That goal was still so good.
Defense, I am speechless.
This better start the replay from when... It better not be on a timer.
And G2, they clutched up. This was remarkable. Daniel over everybody saving...
It's an unbelievable goal.
To get the reset. That's all they're going to give us? I need to see that play 10 times in a row from 3
But still, how do you get the space? Unbelievable. Should never been allowed the space. Made absolutely the best use of it. Sorry, Falco. I should have been running ads before the match started, so that way we didn't have mid-series ads. That's on me.
Watch him make magic happen. Now G2 only trail by 1 in this series, and that was after a G2 timeout. And
yeah, I always forget to just get them out of the way.
Still went to overtime. You gotta commend Gen.G for, yes, G2 had leads, but Gen.G always had a response.
Oh my gosh, I'm still just stunned. I am just stunned that, I mean, both the goals, Atomic's goal was amazing, but Daniel, to do that in a moment like that.
At least you do the ads, so there's no pre-roll. May, I just hate the Twitch system in general for this. I never feel happy with it.
If you're Gen.G, now Gen.G's defense assembles.
Especially as like a relatively small streamer.
It's not the best drop off. You saw Daniel lurking.
The pre-roll, there's no further ads. Yeah, it's just difficult to get new viewers if you do that. I like the idea of just like getting as much fit out of the way as I can. But you'll always have the idea that like, okay, no, you can't do this because it's worse for this, and you can't do that because it's worse for that.
And that's another big play from first killer to be able
to no real way to win.
Happy to clean it up.
This is so deja vu from Swiss. Well, I know this is not a best of 5, but Gen.G were up by 2, and then G2 started coming back.
Yeah, I definitely should just like, I need to start remembering to run the longest possible ads I can when I start the stream up.
You gotta worry about, tries to flick it above Daniel. Atomic with a great save.
I might want to start running them manually from here on out. I think that probably might be the best thing I can do. Get rid of the pre-roll. I've currently run them on a timer. It might be better if I just say, all right, I've already got much I can really get done over the next minute or so, so I'm going to run an ad just to get those out of the way. Especially for like a quieter point of a game.
Their lead. Beast mode has to be careful here. Chronic waiting patiently, goes for the 50. Appjack also in support.
Rafe, I'm going to probably try what I just said. Because it's not like always doing things all the time. There is always going to be a minute or two where I can just get them out of the way. Oh, that's that's scoreable. Oh my goodness! Oh, Chronic, you bottly boy! Oh, Chronic, you bottly boy!
And it leads to that goal for G2.
Jack just got demoed in the previous play. He comes back and says, "What's up? Did I
Your
miss the
dreams are
party?"
crushed. G2 are winning.
Smashed on by G2 in that moment. Not much you can do in the 1v2.
That complete bottle job.
As usual, these two go
Difficult shot, of course, but at this level,
times throughout this split. Beast mode to Daniel. It's a bouncer, and Chronic was in between. Nonetheless, first killer maintains the speed, runs into two of G2, but a great touch, a second touch from Daniel. Try and get this out. But you know that
G2 teasing us with losing twice, then just winning. Would be very RLCS.
Game again, and this has been such an entertaining series. That last game,
They have been truly learning from KC.
G2 still have more work to do, trailing 2-1. Gen G will be on match point after this, and now have to defend once more. Lead blocker play almost resulting in another goal for G2.
But not if my ranked teammates missed that, let alone at the highest level in RLCS.
In the backboard, but it's going to be a huge boom from Beast Mode downfield.
So moving to NA, oh god.
Defending, and good thing they're still there, because it's just down one side, the other side of the coast. Now Atomic off the ceiling, can't get a touch on first killer, so Gen G seem okay. Beast Mode's getting chased around. You see Gen G making space for each other. That's the type of selfless, synergistic team that can break apart G2 if they're not careful. But for now, we're still in a 1-1 game.
Beast Mode trying to get through the backboard. Chronic is low. Tough boost situation here for Gen G. Abjack will just lob it downfield.
The amount of times I get scored on by me just thinking, no, they surely can't do that. Because, you know, 19 times out of 20 they can't, and I just get hit by their one.
Played from Beast Mode, flip reset from Daniel. Daniel going for another solo play. You know he's got it in him.
Oh, the doubles. You're in trouble.
Jack will tip it up for first killer.
G2 pressure's getting scary. And first killer cut off before he could sail away with any smiles on his face. Now Beast Mode trying to do his impression on the other side, and it's stop after stop. It's both teams have only.
Oh, yeah, do you want to know how I now know my streaming has started to leak into my RLCS work? I've been on 2 separate pre-shows now, where it has felt natural to me to start an argument with the chat.
Chronic going for a pass. Beast Mode.
It's just become part of my nature now that I have to have an argument with chat.
Enforcing the issue.
Like, there was last week where I told chat they don't know what they're doing. Why are they? Because I had to convince them of a point I was making. I was like, no, I actually don't want them on my side. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're talking about. If we went into an RLCS match or a ranked match right now, all right, what would happen? It would load up and you would have, you know, ranked delinquent under your name. You know what's under my name? RLCS analyst. By default. You should just be hearing what I'm saying and nodding your heads. The other one was when they did the, like, first time they put the graphic up of chat being above me in the prediction contest. And Stumpy was like, oh, mate, what are you doing down there? I was like, I don't care about you. Okay. Look, I've lost to you previously. I've lost to all of you lot previously in prediction contests. But losing to chat in a prediction contest is actually making me ill.
On Daniel, see if he has another one.
It seems just I can just sort of flip the switch now and instantly go and attack on chat.
But Gen G, you're hungry to get on match.
Which I think's fun content.
That Swiss stage win was not a fluke.
I like being the villain against chat. That's always good fun.
Chronic also had jumped for it, did get a piece of it. Now Daniel in the air, trying to go for it again, and he's shut down.
Wow, the fact that Gen G stopped that when they kind of double committed on that ball to, well, end overtime. You got to make that risk, and they salvage it. They don't. Doesn't cost them anything.
Congrats, you officially made it as a streamer. Just always be angry at chat.
And Daniel sends it downfield, and then it's sent right back. Daniel and Atomic.
It's just so easy. It's so easy. But I think it might throw some people off that are used to only me as a caster. So it's like neutral, you know, somewhat. You know, I'm inoffensive. Oh, you know, I don't mind this. Wait, chat speak. Sound like the Tasmanian devil about to spin up into a hurricane.
Not too shaken. We'll see what Daniel can do. He doesn't have a lot of boost either.
Such a battle for possession now.
Oh, Cass has just abused chat. True. Start doing like the Gotham chess ways. I swear Gotham chess goes out of his way every 3 sentences to talk shit about his YouTube audience.
Atomic off the ceiling. First killer's there. Looks for the corner. Is gonna stay.
Literally every other sentence is just like, all right, so he's going to do this. You can get away with this at high level. You can't get away with this high level because you're garbage. He's not even subtle about it. Oh my goodness, these goals are so good. Wait, we might be allowed fun. Chat, prepare the party poppers and the balloons. Something fun might be about to happen. Chat, who's gonna go and get the piñata?
And G2 are so used to suffocating.
Somebody needs to go get that.
And they just couldn't get out of that situation.
Wait, no, do not get the piñata. I do not trust any of you with a baseball bat.
Overtime, and I think the third one this series ends in Gen G.
Someone other than G2. Guys, first time chat, be nice. Right, we planned this. Go ahead.
You take a, we must see it again on this highlight package, but to get there, to get the flip reset and drop that.
We worked on this. We agreed.
That was
Hi, Addy.
Individual effort there. And then
No, chat. I don't, does this count? Is this being nice? I'm not too sure. There we are. Dragon's got the right idea.
Beat Atomic. The squishy save attempted, but nowhere close. Clutch win from Gen G. Clutch play from First Killer, who's been playing a stellar game and a stellar series. And now
this is not a cult. There is nothing in this entire channel to prove that this is a cult.
Qualifier here in North America.
It was a very cute. I don't trust you, Addy.
Love to see Jack stepping up to the plate. It's obvious.
Okay, apart from that bit, where Whiskers contributed to the cult, there is nothing here to indicate there is a cult.
One star on Gen G. They're all just so fluid. They're all involved in their success, and they take the loss as a team, and they know how to adapt and come
Speaking of
back.
us, when do we get the special Gatorades?
They've already got the revenge in
We don't have that in the UK. You can have like a Lucasade instead.
from handing them maybe their second.
I love being in a cult. Well, in that case, welcome to my cult.
To get all the momentum moving forward into the major G2, they've already locked in that top spot. But for Gen G, and honestly for G2 as well, the big prize.
All right, do we actually believe in this, chat? Or are we just getting teased with the idea of fun?
Best in the world. That is really what everyone.
Shogi, have you ever seen the Monster Water a lot? They're in cans. I will always maintain Monster Energy is just too big.
Even though it's not for seeding, it's big for the mental.
I don't mind Monster Energy, but my goodness, they need like 40% of the can size.
Podcast that it's not a fluke, and is G2 beatable in the matches that matter the most? And this is also to show the entire world.
All right, pet the cat for good luck.
Best is made out of.
She has been up there the entire time. Chloe, I mean, I've been quite animated as well. Usually when I get animated, Chloe just runs away.
They were able to, in Swiss, can they do it here on the big stage?
Yeah, Monster Energy is like the only energy drink that you could probably double up as a weapon.
The first time they could win a regional this split, and Atomic, it's already a good start for G2. They gotta keep up that pressure they've been known for, and Daniel trying to center this out for Atomic. It's a good shove by Chronic and First Killer, but this pinches out, and Jack always makes sure that he's that solid pillar in front of the net.
All right, fun.
And Chronic and First Killer gonna try again, but Chronic's being bullied by 3 G2 members.
Atomic thinking somebody's on him. Apparently Jack does get a bump on Daniel. And now the demo. Apparently Jack not letting Daniel get away. Now Chronic off the ceiling. Looking for a backward.
So energy drinks and coffee don't work for me the way they do with other people. Thanks, ADHD. I drank half a can, or yeah, a quarter can of Monster and could hear colors. Okay. That's kind of wild. Also, so's your story.
We've seen him be the last back, and he's not been afraid to as third man.
Isn't that mad video of what Monster? What? Cool. Why do you have a video? Every time we have a conversation about any topic, you're like, "Hey, mate, I got a video for you." No, I haven't. I want to see it. I'm having a whinge, but I'm also very curious. For fuck's sake.
already broken up in the midfield. But Gen G always know how to find the result of these 50s.
Have I told you... Wait, oh, do I even want to tell this story? I know I've told this before, surely. Have I told you about the kid that drank like 6 cans of Red Bull at my school?
Just trying to stop Jack. Daniel's successful at doing so, but transitioning into an offense, G2 is struggling a bit. And now it's some fakes, and the pace change.
It was,
Oh, that was dire.
How long was he in hospital for? He had to get a pacemaker fitted. We didn't know where he was. We found him on the school playground, just surrounded by Red Bulls. And then they had to, like, because you could see his heart, like, boom, 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 boom. Like, I still to this day don't understand, like, the where, what, why. Like, it just seemed so unnecessary. And it's not, I don't think it was a dare or anything. You know, you hear something like that and you just go, oh, maybe he got roped into it by his mates just saying, oh, it'd be real funny. He was there by himself.
Oh, G2, they are really in trouble now. Looks like they ran into one another in the corner, could never recover. And Chronic has been
That was like
so consistent all
when I was 14, 15. Wasn't even like 10. You know, I could almost accept it.
G2 have to stay organized on that defense.
I didn't even get 6.
With the pace of play that is going on right now,
Now, I will admit, a lot of this is the hearsay, because I don't know. I wasn't there. But I do believe, having known him, I do believe the story.
Didn't think it was possible with Gen G's presence. It's tough to cut through Gen G. They're on one today.
Hey there, Boopington.
They are feeling it. Less than half the game left to go. The defense not giving an inch.
No, I was a proper dumbass as a kid. I know that feeling. Oh, what a clear. Oh, we got the caster equivalent of like standing in front of somebody and both try to get out of the way.
We even saw him do it in the last series. Not afraid to drive up there and have those bold
My goodness, we might be about to get the fun result. I think Boop wants food. Your food goes off in 15 minutes, darling. Oh, nice challenge. Okay. What this means is G2 are going out top 8. I mean, they'll be out of Johnny's top 8 in the power rankings. Can guarantee you that. Bro's going to leap at this opportunity.
Taking what Chronic was given to him.
G2 connecting there on that.
Yeah, the omelet thing. I would have believed you after the omelet bit. Obviously now even more so.
Around each other, and now Gen G making some saves, but the ball not firmly in their hands.
Hey, you know, if G2 weren't going to win this event, and they're not out of this game at all yet, but if they're not going to go ahead and win it, couldn't they have just let Omelette win? You know, kind of selfish of them to take that away from us. Johnny about to put sorrow for Shitsu. That's, yeah. They didn't make it, but, you know, there's mitigating circumstances.
Beast Mode somehow read what he was going to do. Is that net open? Oh, it's just wide. Beast Mode wasn't going to be able to get back. Now on the counter, double commit from G2 offensively. Daniel all alone.
30 seconds until Gen G could rewrite the ending of this script.
But I knew it would mean more for Omelette to work for it. I agree. You know what? You know what I think, Addy? We need to reduce the Banter Grand Prix points paying positions back to top 10 only. Because if there's anything I think the players want, it's to have to work for their points more often.
Final countdown here for G2. If they cannot get this goal, it is over. Gen G are your qualifier.
Damn, we got the fun result.
Finally take down G2.
Yeah, anyone can finish 12th nowadays.
Smiles. I know Jack
agreed. 100%.
But what a win.
Jack, you good there, buddy? You did it. You did the win. Like 2 thumbs up for that one.
G2 and Gen G, you can't argue that anymore. Who is number 1? Who
yeah, it did actually happen. We did got the fun result. Are you guys having fun?
Have some darn going to Copenhagen.
Okay, you see this TV right here? It stopped working. This is Monster Energy drink. Now watch what happens when I put this Monster Energy drink on this TV.
This was a completely different Gen G team. I mean, we saw in the first grand
this is
finals,
crazy. Watch.
starting out this split in North America, Gen G looked so uncomfortable. Apparently, Jack was struggling to make plays in
All right, fine. I'll give me a moment. I'll get you the vids.
G2 beat him down. It was a beatdown. This was revenge. Gen G was able
Why am I showing off other people's shorts more than I've shown my own shorts?
Everybody. Especially First Killer had some really amazing plays. That flip reset pass,
Okay,
that
see
was
this
something
TV
else.
right here?
Yeah, I do.
Gen G, they
This is Monster Energy drink. Now watch what happens when I put this Monster Energy drink on this TV.
With a system, everybody knew their role and they executed.
I'm wearing long shorts today.
And just the way their synergy is shown on the field and the improvements from the first regionals, meeting G2 so many times, to finally taking them down and going to so many overtimes. What an incredible series.
Fuck.
I know this mobile
Hey, you
one
see this TV right here?
replay
No.
is gonna be jam-packed. And
That's so stupid.
hear what the desk thinks, so let's go check in.
What a match. What a performance after basically half the season. Gen G finally
No, I think I'm old as well. I don't get it.
title of Kings of North America from G2. Will it hold? We'll talk. We got plenty of time
All right.
to talk about that
Interesting.
before Copenhagen. But for now, they reign at the top. And what a performance as they do it here. Stacks, very impressive performance.
Right. Well, I think on that note,
You gotta give it to G. You gotta give it to Gen G in this one.
I'm gonna end today's stream. Be sure to follow. Be sure to go to the YouTube channel and subscribe and watch all the things over there. And as always, I've been Shogun. You have been awesome, and I'll see you all very soon. Love you and goodbye.
But a world's contender.
And if you
I gotta find my
just being a North
buttons.
American fan, I think this is the